Hey guys, J19 brought to you our live stream. We are back. We are going to be covering a lot of stuff. We're going to be covering Summer Games Fest, Xbox Showcase, the State of Play, Nintendo Direct. I do have a good sized portion of trailers I'm going to check out. Not check out, but just rewatch them. I got a buddy of mine, he's fixing things on his end. He'll be joining the call soon, so he's muted right now. But yeah, I got the Final Fantasy VII stuff I want to cover, especially Revelation. Man, it's a lot. Hamaguchi's even released even more information today. Unfortunately, that's not going to be in this thing. I don't want to search through X and all that good stuff. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to go over. It's going to be quite a bit of a stream. It's going to be a few hours. So hope you guys bear in mind, I will be uploading this to YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube now, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for checking this out. Feel free to like, subscribe if you guys want more, breakdowns, podcasts, whatever you want to call this thing. I will be uploading all my streams from Twitch to YouTube. I don't have it set up to do both streaming on both. Streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So I'm not set up for that yet. We are just is what it is right now. I will be starting stuff soon. I don't want to start without him. So anyways, I'll talk about my overall thoughts on the Summer Games Fest as a whole. I had high expectations, but man, I'm blown away. I'm just like totally blown away. I'm totally like I'm in awe of what gaming companies have shown up. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it so much. Yeah, it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild week, and it's already been a week since Final Fantasy VII Revelation has been announced. Hamaguchi won't just stop talking, like I said, and it's just like it is bonkers to me that he's like that. It's just he's been holding back for months, saying like soon. I can't really say if it's in there, but please check it out. Hope you guys are excited for. You can tell that Hamaguchi was just aching to get stuff done. And hey, how you doing tonight? If you're wondering, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just mind blown. This whole week has been insane, like really insane. I don't really know how to process all this. I'm finally able to like just talk about it. I am a little like I was hesitant like how to cover this. Like I want to make videos on everything I covered. But it's like so many videos and I just didn't have time. Work has picked up. It's summertime. So like I just can't go live all the time. So it's like how do I do this? And I just got thinking, it's like, why don't I just do a big huge live stream one night and just talk about everything that comes to my mind. I do have a lot of stuff I want to cover. I'm here to be lied about another Nintendo Direct. Yeah, oops. You won't be seeing another Nintendo Direct anytime soon other than the Splatoon 3 update thing. They got one at the end of this month, but I'm not worried about that. I'm not checking that out. The only thing I really want to check out is the Ocarina of Time remake. When they show off that Nintendo Direct for that, I am checking that out. We will be reacting to that, even if I gotta wait a little bit. My childhood is coming back. Like Final Fantasy VII is on its conclusion. Ocarina of Time is back. Spiral's back. FIFA's and Street Fighter. Like, where do I start? It's just crazy. Yeah, like everybody's like. I know a lot of people like crying and getting emotional about Ocarina of Time remakes. Like the leak was out there and people like, yeah, I'll believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. The shock value is like, what? Like, dude, I got goosebumps. But I can tell by a lot of people's like reactions. I was watching some people do the Nintendo Direct reactions, and they're like, wait, you're teasing us? It's coming out this year, but you can't show more? Like, come on, dude. Like, what's taking you so long? It's like, to me, the visuals look super sick. Before he gets here, let's just go ahead and check that out, right? Let's go to live. We don't need that. Let's find my Ocarina of Time. Yeah, this one. Right here. This thing just blew my freaking mind. Let me mute Let's mute this. I don't need that up right now. Ocarina Time, right? Yeah. We're gonna check this out again. This thing just blew my freaking mind, and it's in 4K. So
long ago, there was a
I'm
land
just like,
called
wow.
Hyrule,
I can't believe it's
created
real.
by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest.
Yeah.
Within
the music,
it, an
dude.
ancient solitary tree
The music.
quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest.
I can't believe it's real, you know?
Were called the
Still.
Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they
I can
lived
probably
out
do
their
full screen.
innocent lives
Oops.
in these
It's
woods.
just.
However, there was one particular boy
Hell yeah,
who
hell
did
yeah, man.
not have a
Hell yeah.
fairy.
What's going on with this? Alright. Yeah, this is crazy. The visuals on this thing is insane. The storytelling in this is. At this, I'm like, yeah, it's real, it's happening. I knocked my cup over. It's happening. Oh, man. And then right here, this leak was right. 2026. You know what's really crazy about this right here? I guarantee this. Nintendo's seeing GTA 6 at November 19th and be like, nobody wants to compete against you except for little titles. How about this? We'll drop a week around the same week or so. Not same week, but probably a week before, a week after, or maybe even like December. Just like, we're dropping this bitch. We're gonna be we're dropping it. So, already, that's how hype I am about it. Yeah, I haven't really been saying a whole lot to Monko. Monko's not big in the gaming, but he watched the events a little bit with me until he got like, he's not really a big gamer, but even he's like, dude, he's like, these are looking pretty realistic. Even he's shocked, like, as he grew up and like watching my mom play like Mario, right, and seeing her like crush the levels, and he's like, how in the hell are you able to do that? Like, that's just so sick. We'll just keep looping this because, you know what? I'm not afraid to keep looping this. Nintendo, I like seeing this. Yeah, I think so. I think it's coming out in November. And it's just, this to me was like the biggest shock. You know what, to be honest with you know what the bigger shocker is? Is this has already been leaked. How in the hell does Square Enix just be like, here Nintendo, here's a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, along with Kingdom Hearts 1 through 3, coming like not like streaming, but it's coming out to like Switch 2, right? As actual games, not just cloud streaming only. Like, that blew my mind. She just plays competitive games. Yeah, some people do. Some people love that competitiveness, you know? I do too, you know? I used to play it, but I'm more like the single player. Can bite me for doing that with Kingdom. Yeah, it's nuts, dude. It's nuts. Even if we go, I'll let this play out, but if I have to now, yeah. I own the Kingdom Hearts one-on-one collection. So the only thing I'm missing is Kingdom Hearts 4, right? Or then probably a mobile game, whatever. But I ain't worried about mobile games. And this right here. We did it. It's here. That never gets old. Yeah, so good. So good, dude. And then what is it? I got a lot of games I'll be covering, so stick with it. A lot of games that blew my mind. The Kingdom Hearts 4, like, how can you, like,
この世界の構造はとても複雑で、
wow.
私たちが定義する光と闇を具現
This
化
is
したもの
this
は
is crazy.
存
Like
在しな
Kingdom
かった
Hearts 4 trailer
で
at
もそれ
Nintendo
を定義す
Direct.
るものがこの世界に来たことで
Come on.
この世界にも私たちの定義する闇が現れた
Oh man. I thought that was it, right? Just a little teaser. No, they show the gameplay, dude. It's looking significantly better. Some people don't like the more like a realistic pull. It's not really realistic. It's upgraded graphics, guys. Kingdom Hearts 3 was like 2018, or I think. Or, it's been that long. Whew. I share my bank account and say scared. Yeah, so is mine. I got medical bills to pay too. I still can't believe this is happening. Like, and the game looks great. Like, even like the streets and stuff. It's visually stunning, dude. Wow, he actually has a shield. He actually had like some kind of shield thing. Wow. It's crazy, dude. On everything. This is another thing Square is doing. And I have some Sony ponies. I'm sorry to bring the fanboyism here. Not for me, but I have one come to me and go, well, why is Square releasing things not on PlayStation? I go, dude, it's releasing on PlayStation, but they're going multi-plat. Like, here we go. This is the example right here. We got this game. We got Final Fantasy VII Revelation. We got the other Final Fantasy game. Like, how do you compete with us? Like this one here. What was it? Right here. Like this one.
First Final Fantasy in HD 2D.
I got this pre-ordered, by the way. It's the H2. It's a HD 2D Final Fantasy game.
To its roots with cinematic pixel art in a classic tale of crystals with a new twist.
This looks great.
Final Fantasy Revelation.
This blew a lot of people away. On top of like the Final Fantasy VII remake finale, they're like, here, it's another Final Fantasy game for you.
Seeks to shatter the 8 crystals that sustain this world.
It's insane. Square's on a whole new level now, ever since the new business plan.
Encounter
Business model,
allies bound by a shared fate. Explore fantastic lands.
It's my first time like actually watching this and actually digging, just taking it all in. It does, dude. This is like the Brave Exodus mobile game, but they said, you know what, we're just gonna take this game, we're gonna cut it down, we're gonna build it up for an actual Final Fantasy game. This used to be a mobile game, dude. It's an actual Final Fantasy game with heroes
from outside and within.
It's got heroes in here. It's got Cloud. Cloud is in here. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Final Fantasy Resonance. Coming October 22nd, 2026.
Wow. All the music.
Heroes resonate across worlds.
Noctis. Lightning. Lightning's my other favorite too. Squall. Yeah, pair up. Cloud. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy, man. Like, I can't believe. I know it's a PlayStation thing, but Square is like, we're going multi-platform, and there's nothing you do to stop us. Like, PlayStation had didn't PlayStation use like AI for their post in the Japanese version that said exclusively for the PlayStation for Final Fantasy VII Revelation? People was like cutting them down, say, hey, you do realize it's not exclusive, right? And then found out that AI messed up on the word, and they turned into exclusivity or something like that. $50, yeah. It's nuts. Mobile game, yeah. I agree, man. I agree.
That sounds about right with the AI thing.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, my buddy's here, and man, just all these starting trailers, man. It's just so sick. Square is back, dude. Like, it's insane. Like, just changing their business model, having a new CEO, and they're like, "Hey, we know what we're doing. We're back."
Hey, that's 2 times within the last year that a new CEO has fixed things. Look at Xbox.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? All it takes is just a brand new leadership, somebody that has a head on their shoulders and know what they want to do, their game plan, and dude, like Square's if Square can announce, I know it's too early, but if they can announce like a Final Fantasy 17 teaser, like I think sometime next year, just say, hey, this is our next title, our next big title we're working on. It's coming out
Yeah.
not anytime soon, but we'll just let you guys know it's coming. That would be a great way for them to be like, hey, we got multiple big games coming. Like,
Yeah.
that's so sick. Um, so yeah, a lot of
Dope.
a
That'd be
lot
dope.
of games shocked the crap out of me. Square Enix and Capcom have like just shown their like not their whole hand, they showed off a lot of their hand. And okay, have a good night, Finn. I'll talk to you tomorrow on X. That was fun.
Glad I don't use that name anymore.
Yeah,
It used to be one of
cynical.
my
Yeah.
usernames. And then I found
Um,
out everybody uses it, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna not use that.
right. Um, but yeah. We watched. I don't know how you been hearing everything I've been saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
For the most part. Other than the few minutes I was deafened there.
So yeah, we talked about the Final Fantasy stuff, Kingdom Hearts 4, showing off a freaking teaser trailer at Nintendo Direct blew my mind. I was not expecting that. I even told somebody, don't expect Kingdom Hearts 4 here. There's no way Square can show it off. I shut my mouth. I'm wrong in a good way. I'm sorry, folks. I'm wrong. Okay, I was wrong. Square just shut me up on that. It's like, shut up. We're gonna show a trailer. That's like, okay.
They're like, we're not gonna show it.
Like, dude, I have people
Nice.
calling me out. It's like, say that again. Like, dang it, Square. But in a good way. Dude, I'm so happy that Square is finally getting back to what it used to be. A game announcements. That's how many times in a year you be sitting there going, all right, Square, do something. You know, that poking the stick or that one meme that everybody posts is like, well, Square showed absolutely nothing today.
Yeah, that's becoming Sony now.
Yeah.
Outside of every once in a while they'll show something, but here lately they've been
Yeah.
pretty dry.
Okay, so the state of play. If we want to talk about that real quick, that's probably the main
Yeah.
thing. I'll have Wolverine playing in the background if I can find it. It's one of these.
Can you find it though? Are you sure about that?
I'll have that. Just playing in the background while we talk about it. Yeah, Wolverine. We expect the gameplay, and Insomniac Games. They, for me at least, I know you got your own take, own opinions, which we'll get to it. For me, this is what I want to see. I want to see some gameplay. I want to see what the game plays like. You know, show me gameplay. The first teaser trailer, fine. 5 years ago, 2026, we're here. We're finally here. The other trailer showed like about a year and a half ago. That was fine. I mean, was it last year? I think it was last year.
Yeah.
That trailer was fine. It gave us just a little tiny, little sip. I guess you can sip of a little wine glass, whatever you want to call it. But this to me was what I wanted to see, for me at least. I know some people want to see more. I got some few buddies like, I hope they show off more of Wolverine. I'm like, I asked them like, what do you want to see? What kind of things you're missing that you want to see to really solidify you getting this game? For me, it's gameplay. This is what the game looks. It looks like it's gonna run like this, especially on the PlayStation 5 Pro, which I have. This game just looks a lot of fun. That's what I want to have. I want to have some fun. I want to have ways to take down enemies, and this game just doesn't hold back, right? Especially this move right here. It's so sick. I'm just like so happy that they show off. It wasn't that long too. Like, hey Rooster, welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're Shorts content's going well, going smoothly. Um, but yeah, Wolverine to me showed off what I want to see, and I got it pre-ordered. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play this in September. There's a lot of games in September. I am just like, I get why everybody's afraid of GTA 6 for their own right because GTA 6 come like there's like maybe 2 or 3 games come out November, but it's not really anything huge, right? We're not seeing any huge AAA games or AA games coming out in November. Just a couple of smaller ones. They're not worried about GTA 6. And like I said about Nintendo, Nintendo's in their own little world. They can care less about Rockstar and GTA 6. They're just going to release games whenever they're ready. So they're probably the only company that's actually going to compete. I know Activision, they got Modern Warfare 4 coming out like about just under a month out from GTA 6, so they're not worried either per se. September is just to me just so packed full, so I had to like pick and choose what to get for now until my budget can start being fixed because if you guys know me, medical bills almost getting paid off. I'm about 2.5 months away. Hopefully it gets paid off by then, and yeah, I'm excited about games. Like September's jam packed. I feel for those that are excited about all the games in September, I don't know how you're going to find time to play them all, but just play one per week or play one. Hopefully, you play it for like 12, 16 hours a day and just rush straight through them. But it's a lot. It's a lot of games. So, me, Wolverine takes the cake for me for September. So hyped for it. And with that said, I'll switch over to you. What do you think of Wolverine? And what do you think they could do to maybe get you to buy it day one, possibly? We'll see. What's your thoughts on it overall?
Where do I even start? Combos looked fine. Didn't have an issue there as far as the combo the combo itself didn't. That was fine. They didn't look bad.
Yeah.
Locations looked fine. Everything looked. Graphics looked fine. Everything looked good. Animations themselves looked a bit choppy.
Yeah.
Like the combos, how he was switching between them looked cool, but the animations behind it, given how long they waited to show it off, looked a bit choppy. And
Yeah.
maybe that's just. But I feel like they should have shown, if that was an old build, they should have shown a more finished build or something.
Yeah.
Or hell,
I get it.
even drop a demo so we can try the game out and see what it's actually going to play like.
That's my thing. Does PlayStation ever drop demos?
No, but I feel like they should. If some of their games are going to take a lot longer, maybe they
Yeah.
should so we can try them out because
Yeah.
that would help with.
Dude, I love demos in games because there's some games, dude, like even Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yes, it's a remake we all wanted, but I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was a little skeptical of whether or not I'm gonna like that hybrid system at first. It looks sick. It looks cinematic, but it's like there's a lot going on. Am I gonna love it? Of course, they dropped the demo. I played it 12 times. I absolutely loved it. So demos for me does a lot for me. Like if I can test the game out, get a feel for it, like that's what they need to do. So I agree with you. I think they should drop a demo for this. Give us just a small little slice of the pie to get some gameplay mechanics and see how it feels.
And the animations may not even be choppy. That might just be me because I'm used to playing at 200 plus frames. Like
Yeah.
anything that looks remotely, if I see a frame drop by 3 frames, I notice
Yeah,
it.
this is so sick.
So I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a game. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see this game again. They're gonna have another trailer before it drops. I'm not sure when they're gonna drop that. Maybe Gamescom. Maybe PlayStation just drops that at Gamescom, or maybe Sony loves to do this. They'll probably do like a state of play, probably early. I'm gonna say probably the first week of September, and it's just gonna have Wolverine like a big, maybe some story, some gameplay, right? Trailer, like just to hype people up again. Just say, hey, a reminder about 3 months later, Wolverine's coming. Get ready. We'll see. We'll see a lot better build. This is a little bit of like an older build. It's probably a build from like last year. They did just like fine tune it, got it ready to show it off. That's my guess, right?
like, I hope so, because when they showed the first gameplay for like 3 seconds in the alleyway,
Yeah.
I don't recall the animations looking choppy there. So I'm hoping this is just a not refined yet, and it's just
Yeah.
newer stuff that's just not updated.
It could be the player the person that's playing this game trying to show things off. I guess it just wasn't as smooth. To me it looked fine. Like I'm super hyped, super stoked. But maybe the next trailer they'll show off like just action packed. Like just show us like how the game runs without trying to show. That was like a demonstration to show things off. So it's super sick. Anything else you want to add to Wolverine before we switch to another location?
That's about it. I mean, we don't have a lot to go on with go off of with that right now.
So here's the big one. Not this one.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah,
Gotta be a little more specific with that.
Where was it? Okay, here's God of War. God of War. B5 full foam, right? We're gonna skip ahead. I want to get to some gameplay stuff. Yeah, right here. We'll leave it here. Where do I start? I'll let you go first. I went first last time. I'll go last. What's your thoughts when you saw this 22.5-minute gameplay uninterrupted?
If I had to buy a PlayStation 6 to play it, I'd probably do it.
Yeah. Dude, I agree with some people. I watched reactions to this. They said, dude, this looks like a PlayStation 6 title. It looks that good. Like Santa Monica, like worked their asses off on this game, and it's so sick. It's just, I really don't know what to say. It's God of War, but her abilities, like doing aerial combos and stuff like that, is so wonderful, so awesome. And the story, the world, the gods that she has to fight in this the Everwin, I think that's what Frank calls it, or the other girl, I forgot what her name is, the one ribbon.
Yeah.
They call it him, Frank. Frank says is the Everwin. So that's pretty intriguing. This whole thing was really intriguing from start to finish. I wasn't expecting all this, right? I expected maybe just like a teaser trailer, maybe just like a 2 to 3 minute trailer, but it's like, no, we want to show off our game. And this game looks polished. And the way the devs are talking and like behind the scenes and even on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, they're teasing. Like they said, oh, we didn't show you guys a release date yet, but don't you worry about that. Like they're confident, and like the next time they show like information for this game, everybody's gonna be like, wait, it's coming out that soon? Like, yeah, I think they're about done with this game. I think the game's releasing sooner than people think. Man, just the combat. The combat in this game is so sick. And like everything she can do, like she's like got their souls like separate from their bodies, and she's able to like destroy them and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty sick. What would that be? We'll skip some of the story stuff. I like to see the gameplay. Yeah, right here. She gets the sword. This is so badass. I really like this. Yeah, right here. Like she does something, separates her body from her soul, and she destroys the soul, and it bounces off a few enemies, and boom. Like, huh? Like that's and the ribbon attack.
Interesting. What's interesting though is they make comments that she is dead.
Yeah,
that's why she's there. Is because the only way she gets in the gate is because she's dead. But when typically when you die, in their land, what it usually does is it shatters your soul. Like your soul's gone.
Yeah.
So the fact that she can separate her soul is a bit interesting.
Yeah, it is. I'm like I said, I'm really intrigued in the world and what they're setting up. And Frank, I thought a lot of people think Frank was like kind of like distracting the gameplay. Not me. I think it's hilarious when he's bouncing around. He does that one like he like tackles them. I thought it was pretty hilarious. Like this game's has some hilarious moments. There's Frank spinning around. I don't know what kind of weapon he's using, but he's like spinning around.
I do wonder. I have a reason for wondering this, but I do wonder what sales are going to be when it comes out. Not because it's exclusive or any of that. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
It's due to a couple videos, and I mean more than a couple videos. It's probably a couple dozen videos now. None of them have been supporting the game. They're all just like, yeah, this game's woke garbage. Dozens of them from channels I didn't even expect.
Yeah, I
I,
mean,
I've seen no support for it at all.
and that's because we're playing as Faye. Oh, I want Kratos. I need a manly man back. It's like, yeah, I get it. You guys want Kratos, nonstop Kratos all the time, but to me, I don't care if it's female. I don't care if they think it's woke. I mean, she's married to Kratos for crying out loud. She's not a lesbian. You know, just stop with that woke garbage talk. To me, the gameplay. You know, I don't care. I don't care if they butcher at the end and she says, "Kratos, I don't love you. I'm in love with this lesbian chick that I met in the underworld." Like, if it
We're not
ends
going to
up,
bring up that game.
yeah, if it ends up being like that, is it gonna be a little annoying that they forced it in? Yeah, I'll be annoying. To me, how's the gameplay? Am I immersed in the gameplay? Am I kicking ass and taking names? Like this guy right here. This is a badass boss fight. I really love this boss. He's so badass. Like it's just this is the way you end the show, right? This is the one that gave me the I gave Sony an A. The reason why I didn't give him an A plus is I was expecting some kind of Resident Evil or more Capcom appearance. It may be Square Enix, maybe we'll show off like one or two things. But this is still an A. Wolverine to start, God of War to end the whole thing. And there was some good games in here. They had like Control, they had can't think what else is in here. Animusha, right? Animusha had a trailer.
Yeah.
There was quite a few
And
games here.
And a demo drop too.
Yeah, demo drop. Like nobody betted that. Nobody had that in the bingo card. Yeah, I want Omnimusha demo drop to happen today. Like,
well,
I had about three. I had about five. I think I had like between 4 and 6 games on this state of play. I was like, all right, they look interesting. I just don't remember it all because so many game announcements happen. I'm fried, right? But yeah, day one for me. I can't wait. I know you're gonna get this. So,
you
what
mean
do you think?
Samurai Souls game? Yeah.
So, what do you think of the name God of War Le Fay?
It's named after her. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I dig it. I love the purple. I think it sticks out. This is an incredible logo.
Oh, you mean the artwork on the name? Okay. Yeah, no, it's still same. I mean, I still like it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Everything, the name and everything.
I was gonna say just the name itself. It's based around. I mean, the game's based on, the game's based around her, and the name's based around that. So I mean, fits.
So I don't think I ever watched this, so I'm gonna watch this live. Because I never heard him speak. I never watched the behind the scenes stuff.
Head of creative at Santa Monica Studio.
No, I'm gonna be honest. The only reason I didn't expect that demo from Capcom was because I was almost expecting them to pull the Resident Evil stunt with Resident Evil 9 and drop the demo like 4 months after release.
That was weird. That was wild to me.
I was almost expecting that, and I was gonna be disappointed if they did because I wouldn't have bought it day one.
I will say the only bad marketing about that game is that demo. You know what that demo dropping meant to me? It's like, and they lowered the cost of Resident Evil 9. You know what that signified to me? Oh, it didn't scream Resident Evil Veronica remake. That screamed to me that, hey, we're going to show off Resident Evil 9 story DLC. Get ready. We got a gold edition coming. That's why everything's on sale. That's why we're dropping the demo. And
probably
nothing. Nothing yet. However, today, Capcom has announced, and Jeff Keighley, that Capcom will be at Gamescom, and they're going to be there for the few days, and of course they're going to be at the opening night live. What that tells me, guys, is this. Animusha is probably going to be there, playable. They're going to have probably a new playable demo for people to try out while they're in Germany.
Yeah.
For me, the biggest thing, we're gonna probably see another trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds at opening night. I don't think they're gonna have a playable demo at Gamescom. I think that's too early. But for me, this is the biggest thing. We're gonna get another Resident Evil Veronica trailer. This time, it's gonna show off probably some gameplay stuff, little snippet, maybe some story stuff a little bit. But here's the kicker: we are gonna see or hear from people that had a chance to get their hands on at Gamescom during that weekend or whatever it is. They get to play Resident Evil Code Veronica or actually just see the gameplay, and they can talk about it at a later date. That's why I'm landing my feet in. I'm sticking my flag.
Speaking of that, there's another game that did that.
What?
The speak about it at a later date.
Yeah.
Call of Duty. Infinity Ward this year is not restricting anyone about talking about anything. They could quite literally walk out and talk about the whole campaign if they wanted. They're not stopping anybody.
Oh, that's weird.
They're letting everybody talk about basically everything. DMZ is one of those that's off limits.
Yeah.
But they're allowed to mention it exists.
Huh.
And they're letting them just speak freely about the game. They're not blocking it anymore. Infinity Ward's the first one to do that.
Huh.
That's what gives me hope with this team.
That's interesting. A way of doing. They got to try something, because if this game doesn't do well, I'm not saying it ain't, but right now Call of Duty is kind of a little bit of a flux. So this game does look good. I'll give them that. It looks good. They're finally ditching last gen. Finally, Activision, you are finally listening. You're finally doing something that sports games are not doing yet, and it looks great. Looks good. Am I gonna? I'll play the open beta. I'll give it a try. But to be honest, I got a lot of games come out this fall. I might not get it right away. If I'm sold, I'm not gonna get it right away, because I got a lot of games coming and medical bills. So.
And another thing is, DMZ, since it is returning, it was an extraction shooter.
Yeah.
If you want to try a really simple extraction shooter, that could just be your excuse to play one.
Like I said, if they have an open beta and they let us play just a sample of it,
DMZ is gonna be free when the game comes out. You don't need the game for that.
Oh, okay. Well.
So that's just a free mode like it was last time. But it's just an extraction shooter done by Call of Duty. So if you wanted to try that,
we'll see. I gotta see, but I'll definitely give the open beta a try. Before we move on, I want to check out what Corey Barlog has to say. It's only like a minute long.
The next core game in the series, God of War.
For this. OBS is making my.
Telling Faye's story has kind of been a goal of mine since we started working on the Norse saga. She is very near and dear to me as a character, so I knew that we needed the right person to see this one through.
Plays at 170
I would
frames,
like to introduce Lao Faye's game director, Ariel Lawrence, whom I've had the pleasure of working with for more than 20 years. Man, there is nobody that I trust more to bring this story to life than her.
Well, thanks, Corey. Hi, I'm Ariel, and I'm honored to represent the entire Santa Monica studio team. We hope this small slice of game we've shown you today has given you a good introduction to what it's like to be Faye and the kind of trouble she finds herself in the afterlife of the gods. The team is still very hard at work creating this new adventure with Faye as she fights through the Everywind to save the ones she loves. You can expect us to be back with even more details as we get closer to release. We're super excited and cannot wait to show you more of the magic and danger that awaits.
This game's coming out 2027.
Until then, thanks again for watching. Bye.
Yeah, you guys are overconfident. You guys are definitely come back.
Which one?
The God of War.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna. I'm gonna plant my flag again, chat. Those of you watching this on YouTube as well later on. We're gonna see God of War, LaFay again in the September State of Play, and we're gonna probably get a release. I think we might get a release date. I think they're just gonna plant their flag and be like, "There you go. We promised you a release. We teased you a little bit of release date we got in mind. There you go." I think Santa Monica is ready to go. I'm planting my flag on that. So September State of Play, God of War release date. Book it. Let's see. I won't play that right now. Oh, this is this. Oh, this is a Spiral game. My childhood is coming back. My childhood's come back because this also got rumored, got teased for a few weeks, and it's real. Spiral 4 or Spiral the Dragon 4, whatever they're gonna call it, a realm beyond. Um, it's looking good. It's looking mad cool. And I grew up playing all the Spiral the Dragon games that were made by Insomniac Games, which as a kid, I didn't know that was a first party studio. So there's a little lore lesson of the J19 lore book, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I did play first party titles for PlayStation back in the day. I just don't know who they were. It's like Crash Bandicoot. Naughty Dog. Oops. But yeah, this looks great. They showed this off. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, my childhood's bad. Between this and Ocarina of Time and Final 24 Spring. How did I not process that? No, don't release it in spring. Oh. Ah. It tears at me. It tears at me. Why do you have to do that? Spiral. Oh. Spring 2027. No. It depends what month, right? Spring goes all the way until June. But yeah, that game got announced. I was like, what the hell? Like, what is the Summer Games Fest week, man? Like, that was before the Nintendo Direct. Like, yeah. Before I gush too much, what do you think of Spiral the Dragon? Have you played any as growing up?
I've played all of them. I forget which one I played the most. If I recall, and I could be wrong on this, on the trilogy remaster, it shows his face facing towards you. If I recall, the one I played on PS2 the most had the same box art or a very similar box art, and I tried to look up the name, and I'm failing to find the name of it. I don't remember which one that was. I remember every level by memory. I cannot tell you a name. It was a PS2 game, 100%. Though I played it on the slim PS2.
Oh, it's a PS2 title.
It was a PS2 title. It was yes.
Okay. Hang on, guys. Let's.
And I can't think of the name of it, and I would. Oh, I'd love to find it.
We can start getting rid of some of these pages now. We talked about Final Fantasy Resonance. That was fun. Gears of War. We'll get to that one. Fable.
Yeah,
we'll get to that one.
I don't know why, but the colors, I guess, probably. It's probably the colors that did this. But it stood out so much on the word Spyro that, like, my brain just didn't see the words below it if there was a subtitle to it, which there probably was, because I think there is on all of them. So I just didn't see the full name, like, ever.
Is he kind of smirking at you, facing you?
I think so. You could send me a picture of it, and I could tell you if that was it.
Okay.
I remember the box art pretty
let's,
well.
Hang on, save as.
I'm trying to think of.
I think I know which one it is. I think I played it as well. Is it?
Damn it!
Oh, not. Hang on, guys. Hang on, chat. Oh no!
Yeah, no, I would probably. I just bought the Reignited trilogy for like $8 the other day, which I'm pretty sure has that PS2 game in it. Did I? Okay, it hasn't updated on here.
Oh, what the hell?
What the? Oh, you sent the fucking HTML. Okay.
Oh wait, so I gotta resend it.
Yeah, you copied the code, the HTML code for it.
Shoot. Well,
I've done that before. You probably hit copy info or something, or by accident, or copy details or whatever it's called.
I save image as. Here we go. Let's try this apple. Right. I know. I'm a newbie, chat. Hang on a second.
Say we're total opposites on this.
So, is that the one?
Was it?
That's the one I played the most on PS2, unless there's another one I don't know about.
It could. That's probably it. Yeah.
Because there's actually another box art. This is the one that most people have. Hang on.
I want to say that could be. I don't recall that being exactly what it was, but that's not far off.
View image.
Unless there was like another version of it or something, because I know.
Yeah, this one. I'll show you this.
Another
one.
box art.
This
maybe
is the one that most
two.
people have.
I know that box art. Like, I just don't recall that being the one I had.
This is the one that most people have.
Yep, pretty sure that was the box art, but I had it on the PS2.
Yeah, I had it for the PS2 as well. I loved it. Loved that game.
Yep. Played the fuck out of that. Isn't that on the trilogy remaster?
No, it's not. Just Spyro 1,
okay, well.
1 through 3, Spyro the Dragon 1 through 3 from the PlayStation 1 era.
Damn. Okay, well, I'll play them anyway. They're good.
Oops. We are here. That's not where I want to be. Okay, next one is this one. This is the one that kind of was on my radar. I had this on my bingo card.
For $8, I couldn't pass up 3 games.
So this is the one we have. This is Until Dawn 2 by Fire Sprite Studios. This one was on my radar. This was on my bingo card. And that is why, this is from the State of Play. This is why this State of Play got an A, because it did hit my bingo card. So, I love Until Dawn. I love some of the other ones. Like, I played A Quarry. Of course, it's from the same studio. This looks interesting. The environment looks great. The characters are interesting. I know there's some people out there that don't like these type of games where you make decisions. It's like walking sim. You're not playing there's not a whole lot of gameplay, just decision based. I kind of like it. It gives me like a sense of like rush. Until Dawn is one of my favorite games in that genre. And this looks great. I can't wait to see more. It's coming out in 2027, I believe. They're going to have more information. This is going to be another game that's going to show up probably at the State of Play in September. This is I think it's based on like a book, a true story that somebody said. Like a bunch of like these, what they call these people that they're like out here faking horror stories or something like that and end up being realistic. Like, oops, you're dead.
Every horror movie ever. That's not real. I read it in a book. It said it was fake.
Yeah.
And then one of them dies, and it's like, huh. So much for that being fake.
This game is. I'm definitely gonna play it. It's 2027. I hope it's like later on 2027. It gives me a chance to like build my budget up some more, and it's a game I'm definitely gonna check out. As I love Until Dawn 2. This is like not a continuation of that story, but.
It's rather
and this guy
that it had to look that cool.
Peter
I'm thinking about playing the first
right?
one now.
He's back. So,
what was that?
Peter Stormare is back as the guy.
Oh, yeah. I was just saying it's rather unfortunate it has to look that good because, like, I'm thinking about playing the first one.
Yeah, first one's great. First one's a masterpiece to me.
But I'll be playing it through PS Plus because I'm not buying it after that remaster Steam launch.
Yeah. It's everything I know so far. Yeah, I'll probably watch Alex's podcast now later. He's a good guy. I talked to him on Twitter, not Twitch. Great guy. I didn't post the big massive gameplay of Gears of War E-Day. All I'm gonna tell you guys, this showcase of Gears of War blew my mind. The game looks phenomenal, looks fun. The story's intriguing. It's definitely on my radar. So,
did you play the originals?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay.
I do own Reloaded, so I need to play that one.
You might want to play up to 3 or Judgment. I forget which one it was.
Ooh.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be honest, and you could play them. You could sub to Game Pass for a month for like $13 and play all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, the 3 and E-Day you could beat in one sitting. They're both pretty short games. 1 and 2 are quite a bit longer.
Yeah.
All great games, but you may not understand part of E-Day if you don't play them.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I have a lot of games to play, but I definitely.
Because it's leading up to the first one, so never mind. I don't know. We'll see what they do.
Oh, I like the gun that they show off. It has like a chainsaw on it as well. Like,
yep, I was in the I didn't watch that specific bit, but I did see bits and pieces. If it is the gun I think it is, that was the original gun in Gears of War.
Yeah, this game looks so sick.
When you go up to punch somebody, it just takes a chainsaw and just fucking shreds them.
Clunk, bam. Boy, that's a bloody game. Not for kids.
I don't know about that. I was playing Gears of War when I was like 7. Same with God of War though, so I mean, whatever.
That's funny. The guy got blown off in the side. Oh, right there, the chainsaw gun.
Yeah, we were all playing God of War, Gears of War.
You know what that reminds me of right there? What was it? Is it right in this area? No, back here. Right here. This looks like a Doom. This looks like a Doom move. Yeah, that's definitely a Doom move. But yeah, like I said, I'm intrigued. I know you are. You like Gears of War, right? You like all of them mostly.
I've been playing Gears of War, like I said, since I was like 7.
Yeah,
I've played every one of them.
So yeah, it's definitely one I'm super interested in because it just blew my mind. At first, I was like, I'm curious about it. I'll watch the direct. Hopefully, the Xbox Game Show wasn't too long, but dude, even the Xbox Showcase had games for everybody. Like showing off 2 Persona games, like a teaser for number 6 and Persona 4 Revival. Like that was fantastic. This game, of course, Fable is another one that we're gonna talk about in a second. So,
yeah, I got some information on that one.
But yeah, here's Fable. You can pre-order it now, folks, if you want to. I'll throw that little like. This is on PlayStation, so it's a PlayStation title as well.
Do I remember the moment my powers came in?
I'm not gonna play the video. I'm not gonna have sound on, but it looks better than the last time I saw it. I'm definitely. I watched this. I'm actually intrigued. I played a little bit of Fable in my day, especially with a buddy of mine. We kind of messed around with it. This looks good. I know some information you want to share. We can share that on stream tonight, right now. But yeah, other than that, this little trailer here was fine. Coming on, what, February, I think it is?
Yeah, February 27th, I think.
February 23rd, yeah.
23rd, okay.
All right, so this is a game I got on my radar. So yeah, kudos to Xbox. You got me with at least 2 or 3 games in this whole event as well. But yeah, what's the information you have for Fable? Feel free to share now.
So if you watch I don't know what trailer it would be. It's probably one of the ones closer to launch of Fable 3. You see a bunch of soldiers marching, and of course you see their guns on their shoulders and everything, and one of them swings his foot and kicks a chicken on the roof. Well, that became a joke, and now you can walk up and just kick a chicken whenever you want.
Oh.
Also, if you pre-order, they give you a giant chicken outfit. So I mean, I'm pre-ordering.
Yeah, that sounds pretty funny.
It sounds like Playground did their fucking research and understands Fable. They understand the British humor that's in it. So I'm buying that 100%. I think they nailed it.
I think what Playground's games did is they took feedback to heart. Right, the first couple of trailers they showed off or whatever it was, and people's like, it looks all right, but it's not really Fable. It's, they're a former racing studio, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know if you understand Fable. It's like they took the fans' feedback to heart, and it shows. And it's like,
and it's there's a lot there. Shit.
Like for them to acknowledge the whole chicken meme and have like a chicken outfit for pre-order, yeah, they understood the you know.
Well, and if you play it, you'll, and assuming they do it right, so far it seems like they will. Yeah, a lot. Okay, so in the first trailer or two, they showed off, the world itself, maybe a little bit of character,
here's
the
a
character
pre-order
that got
bonus and
memed
stuff.
on other shit. Here's the thing.
Oh, there is
Fable was
chicken suit cosmetic outfit. Bop, bop.
yeah. Fable was never a game about the characters themselves.
Yeah.
If I don't know how much you played of the originals, but even the third game is good and awful as that game is at the same time, for its own reasons, of course. It was all about the British humor.
Oh,
So,
yeah. That's what we did mostly. We did some story stuff, but it was mostly just seeing what people would do, like the characters do in the game, like what kind of silly stuff we can do. And we did a lot of combat. We did a lot of like side questing and like see what kind of reactions we get at NPCs, like just the humor of it. Yeah, that's why I remember best about the Fable games I played growing up.
yeah, the only downside to Fable was, well, there was two things. Fable 3, they tried to put weapon morphing in, and then tied most of the weapon morphing upgrades to online objectives, and nobody played the game online. Is one of those games
That
that
is a horrible idea.
You and someone in your family might might play it, but generally
Yeah.
you're not going to know anybody online that plays it. So
Right.
and half of its fan base probably didn't have internet, or just chose to play it offline completely. So you couldn't upgrade your weapons. So eventually enemies would start just deflecting attacks, and you just had to use magic all the time.
Well, that collector's edition looks great.
What actually killed off the studio, or one of the things that killed them off, was they tried to release one of those. It was like an MMO of sorts.
Yeah.
That was instance based, and at the end, based on how well you did, you'd get one of 3 loot chests, and that was the entire game. And then right after that, they announced they were shutting down.
Right.
So, yeah, there was a couple mistakes they made at the end there that really screwed them. Other than that, Fable's amazing.
Okay, so we're going to move on to a big game announcement to kick off Summer Game Fest. And I mean, nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw this kicking off the show. And if you're a diehard Resident Evil fan, you probably recognize this whole scene. We are talking about the Resident Evil Veronica remake announcement trailer. And what a fire way to kick off the show. Jeff Keighley and Capcom, you guys nailed it. Was kick the show off with a bang. This trailer was very intriguing. However, the problem was Jeff Keighley, Summer Games Fest, you guys had some issues on your end because this thing kept like repeating. It kept like being lagging behind. So this is the actual official trailer. This one will not do that. But I am intrigued. I want to see more about Resident Evil Veronica. This is a fan favorite, most requested remake of the Resident Evil. They did a survey a while back, and this game was #1 on their list. This is a game that everybody said this has to have a remake, because I talked to some people, they love Code Veronica, they love the story, love everything in it. But he said there are some gameplay elements in the game, like not the elements, but the gameplay itself is. I asked him, is it harder to play Code Veronica than the original Resident Evil games 1, 2, and 3? They said this game was a little bit more rough. So this is why this is like the most demanded remake of all time, and they're getting it, and it looks great. As soon as I saw like the granny, the engine kicking in, I said this is RE engine. This is Code Veronica. Like. At first, I thought, as I saw the, when you first walk in, that the green and the white and the tile on the floor reminded me of the Hillsdale, the care center, right, for Resident Evil 9. That's what I thought. I thought maybe it's like the story DLC. But we got further. We got in like an apartment, and it's first person. Like, yeah, this doesn't seem like this is RE9. So, yeah, this is on my radar for sure. So what do you think of the whole announcement and seeing it first thing shown at Summer Games Fest to kick things off? What was your first impression?
Good way to start the show.
Yeah.
At least he didn't start it with High Guard 2.0.
Yeah. And did you read Jeff's tweet when he said, "Hey, the final game announcement is a single player narrative driven." Like he said, "Thanks for the feedback." Like that was a nod to he said, "Okay, guys, I heard you. No more High Guard, no more live service games for the ending." He learned his lesson. He took it as all in good fun, and yeah, we'll get to the final announcement of Summer Games Fest because this Summer Games Fest got an A+ for me. There was a few games in this like, what they show off? They show off this freaking like the Last Ronin, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle revenge thing. I didn't, dude. That totally slipped my mind, and that's a game that everybody's looking forward to as well. They had a lot of bangers in here. Bandai Namco is making a Gundam game, which looks pretty sick. There's a few other things in here too. Tifa and Street Fighter Light 6. That's freaking nuts. But yeah, Code Veronica. What a way to start the show. And I think this is definitely gonna be on my radar. Definitely gonna be on my wish list. I definitely want to see more though. I want to see some gameplay. This is intriguing. So with that said, yeah, Code Veronica looks great. Fans finally got their thing, and oh yeah, we also got. I didn't put that. I don't even think I have this on here. No, I only have Monster Hunter on this. That's so many games to keep track of.
Drop them all and play Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Anyways, Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance looks great. We're going to a Skyland. We're up in the air now. The environment looks great. I don't have the trailer up right now, but Capcom definitely brought the fire. They brought their hand. I can't wait to see more of this game. I think it's going to be at Gamescom again. I think we see another trailer there, and I think we get like a full blown like gameplay. They might hunt a monster too in the expansion at Tokyo Game Show. Capcom loves to be there with their big games to show things off in Japan. So that's going to be interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to Master Rank. Definitely need to get my butt back on Monster Hunter Wilds eventually. And do a few things, get back in the rotation of hunting because that DLC, that expansion is dropping 2027. When? We don't know yet, but we will soon. So what was your reaction to Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance?
Everything looked good. I'm just hoping the new combat upgrade isn't an upgrade to focus mode.
Yeah, what do you think of the good old Nero like charge up the bracer type move?
Looks like I said, looks great. Looks great. I'm just hoping it's not an attachment to focus mode.
Yeah, I don't know if it is. I don't know. That'd be asking.
I think it is because if you look at one of the Great Swords animations, that's the animation in focus mode.
Okay.
That's one of his attack animations in focus mode.
That's what I'm gonna say right here. I do agree with you. I hope that it's at least a smooth animation. Let it be smooth, right? Don't let it be clunky, right? Like that's the thing that we're probably gonna worry about is like, is it smooth translation? Is it fun, right? Is it fun to use? Because I know you don't like the focus strike, right? Is it called focus strike?
Well, focus strike. What I mean, when you hold the aim down, it's called focus.
You wasn't a big fan of that in the base game, so I liked it. I used it, but I definitely see that it's a mold. I'd rather have Clutch Claw back, to be honest. Clutch Claw is my jam. Like, please, I want to ram the monster into wall. So meet Mr. Wall.
The only way focus mode is even remotely decent is there's two weapons.
Yeah.
Longsword, because you can combo and to build up your focus, your gauge faster, and bow. because on the bow you can shoot something out of the air and it falls first try.
Here.
Other than that, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of focus mode.
That's
the
what
bow guns.
I got Monster Hunter Wilds going in the background just so I can rewatch it again. Not have any sound though, but
yeah, the bow guns, they're a little difficult to use. Great sword, I mean, or I don't know, it doesn't do a whole lot. The dual blades, the animation's cool. It just doesn't do a whole lot.
I can't wait.
Some of them, yeah, I don't know, and I don't know. It's a weird one. I don't usually use it though.
Are we gonna have a base up here? A base operations in this region?
Probably, because we have one in every region.
That's one thing I really like to see in these Monster Hunter games. It's like I'm used to the base we have now, all the bases we have, especially the main one. Like what they can do, like to really top it, like the upped it. I can't wait to see what their plans are for a hub for this area. What it's gonna look like, right? And I want to get the layout of it, like because some of the layouts of some of them, it's like okay, I gotta go over here, and you know some of them are a little confusing. Not all of them, but then Kushala's back. Yeah, this is yeah, I can't wait to play it. So yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendants. Here we go. Looking good. I can't wait. It's definitely on the radar here. And then everybody's favorite monster's back. I think this is the big Elder Dragon they tease at the end. It's like what's an Elder Dragon that nobody's fought for like over 10 years, I think some of them said. 2027. Can't wait. Yeah. Requires, okay, yada, yada, yada. So that's Monster Hunter Wilds. I think we're pretty much done with that. We did The Legend of Zelda. So. Okay, so now we got... Here's the good stuff. Just over an hour in, guys. Thank you for watching. If you're sticking this long on YouTube, if you're watching this later on, thank you those that join me. If you're watching this on the VOD, we are finally gonna get into the Final Fantasy stuff. I figure I get the other stuff out of the way. Summer Games Fest overall to me was bonkers. Like it was one of the best weeks of gaming news for me in recent years, right? Because most of the time you get to Summer Games Fest week. State of Play, you get the little bit like the the Summer Games Fest, you get the Xbox Showcase, and Nintendo drops their stuff, but it's like most of the time it's like there's 1 or 2 games that kind of catch your attention, but no, this year I got probably 10 plus games I'm interested in, then some. I just can't keep up with them all anymore. It's just so many games. It's like wow. But I get it because GTA 6 is coming out in November, and like everybody says, we gotta announce our games now. To get ahead of the marketing of GTA 6 once that marketing for GTA 6 happens, guys, it's gonna be GTA 6 everywhere on Twitter and social media and all that. It's gonna be exploding. So it's good to get people, developers to get their games announced and big ones as that too. So
I mean, you have heard the stats on that, right?
For what?
GTA?
No. Oh, it's just something.
The US alone is expected to lose $1 billion in overall revenue from businesses.
That makes sense. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be insane when that marketing kicks off. Can't wait for that game. I already got it covered. I don't even have to worry about paying for it, thanks to one of my friends. Like, here's some money for GTA 6, is all yours. So gee, thanks you, man. So shout out to you. You know who you are if you're watching this, which I know you probably don't watch it, but if you happen to if I ever share it with you and you watch it, whatever. But shout out to you. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we get to go into, oh, we got Street Fighter 6 Season 4. What could possibly be shown at Street Fighter 6? Are the leaks true? Are we going to see Vega? Are we going to see the other characters? I know Bosch been leaked.
No. Never.
And we got Bosch. And the other two is like, who? What? Who are these characters? This is like an ultimate troll job. Like I don't think it's a troll job, but it's like all brand new characters. It's like, what in the world are we seeing here? Like I was like, okay, are the leaks real? And then you saw Bosch here. Everybody said, okay, there's Bosch, but there's only 3. So who's the other characters? And everybody said, oh, the leaks are all fake, all false. And then this is awesome. This is awesome. Tifa's here, and she's in Street Fighter 6. Let that sink in, guys. Tifa is in Street Fighter 6, which nobody thought that was happening. Everybody thought, oh, she's gonna be in Tekken with the Clive, right? We'll have 2 Final Fantasy characters in Tekken, but no. According to the reports, this was in the marketing and the making for 3 years. Where and Capcom got together, they were the only ones that were actually interested. And there's some things that Square didn't really want to do, and there's some things that Capcom didn't want to do, but they come to the close, and Tifa's in Street Fighter 6 3 years later. Like, or yeah, 3 years later. Like, whoa, what? Like Tifa in Street Fighter 6, like, and then. What happened? Like a day later, the Street Fighter 6 the account comes out and says, "Hey, we're celebrating our 7 million copies sold." So okay, 7 Final Fantasy 7 Tifa. Okay, that was awesome. That was awesome. So, what was your thoughts when Tifa got announced for Street Fighter 6?
I mean, fair enough. I still don't have the game.
I ended up getting it. It was on sale, so I got it. I will get Tifa down the road, but it's so sick that Capcom was able to. Okay, we don't need to do that. I already got the thing for that. But that's not all, right? Hamaguchi was on stage. They talked about how her this is the trailer. But anyways, we have. Like Hamaguchi on stage, you have the director of Street Fighter 6 talking on stage, and everybody's like, "Wait, Hamaguchi's here talking about Street Fighter 6 and Tifa? Like, don't go!" And Jeff Keighley's like, "Goodbye, I'll see you too later on this year." And then Jeff Keighley does his little spew about, "Hey, you know, it's like, I wonder what it is. Like, what could it be? You guys want to guess? Like, seriously, I don't know what to say to this, but get ready for the final battle." And then we get this. We get the trailer for Final Fantasy VII Revelation. Is true, is real, and everybody's losing their freaking minds. Hamaguchi can't shut up. And we got lots to talk about. That'll be the last part of the stream. It could go on for an hour, it could go on for a couple hours, who knows. I'm just gonna rumble, I'm gonna ramble, I'm gonna be a fanboy, because this is the grand finale. This is it. This is the showcase. This is the best part of Final Fantasy VII that is yet to show up, and here it is. We got the trailer for Revelation. I'm gonna pause the other music. I'm gonna go ahead and watch that trailer again live, because this is just too much. So thank you so much for Coca Beast. Give them a shout out for the music. It's so awesome. But yeah, this is great. This trailer was insane, and I kind of called it. I said, well, I was hoping to get like a jam pack, about a 2-minute trailer with some gameplay and stuff for that, and they answered. So here we go. We're gonna watch this and start over from the beginning.
Long ago, a shadow fell upon our planet.
Yeah, this is
Guided by
nuts.
calamity, one man sought dominion through reunion. By his will, a star fell. A meteor called forth to bring ruin to all.
Yeah, this
But our planet answered.
They showed a lot, even though they didn't.
Awakening mighty weapons to stand against the
They showed
celestial
nothing and
threat.
everything at the same time.
Now,
Yeah.
hope endures.
I was
in
losing my
those
mind.
who
I had to
fight.
keep my emotions inside. Mom was watching this
Long
as
story
well.
short, the world's
But
in trouble. Has been
This
for a
is
while.
more than I
So
thought
what are we
that
waiting
they was
for?
ever gonna
Let's
do.
give Sephiroth the beating of a lifetime.
And that Vincent just falls down like that. Bruh.
You're mine. I'll make this quick.
Vincent looks so sick. Like, this is the gameplay I thought they were gonna have. And they showed off Sid. Like, I wasn't expecting most of the combat systems to be here. Then you got freaking outfits. More on that later. We'll talk about that later. And Ocho makes an appearance.
Is that a weapon I see?
Brand new weapon.
As far as I can tell, these things don't distinguish between friend and foe.
Save the planet by killing her protectors.
Ruby Ultimate.
Let us put your faith to the test, Cloud.
So hardly anybody got this right. Nobody got this right. Everybody thought it's gotta be Reclaimed, Returns, Reborn, Requiem. It's gotta be one of those, right? That's like the biggest naming things that's out there in the fandom, because this makes a lot of sense. It's gotta be this. Nomura is like, no, you sons of guns. It's Revelation. We're gonna choose Revelation.
Never would have made it this far
And
without
Cloud.
you guys.
Pretty sure that was one of the ones I guessed, but I guessed a
And I
few of
won't
them.
let you down. I promise.
I won't let you down.
At last, the promise is fulfilled. The journey ends here.
Goosebumps, man. I can't believe. I know remake got announced in 2015, but let's just go ahead and jump ahead to the official, like the actual review of, hey, this is in-house version, a remake. Got announced in 2019 at the May State of Play, right? They had a little Final Fantasy VII cursor at the beginning. Everybody's like, wait, what the hell? That's a Final Fantasy VII cursor. And we have remake, dude. We had remake show up, and a little teaser, more to come this June. Jump ahead 6 years later, we're about ready to jump into perhaps I'm going to say this, perhaps one of the biggest, best games of the trilogy. I'm just going to say it right now. The Revelation is going to be the best of the trilogy. I'm putting it out there right now. This has been a 7 to 8 year journey. Well, 10 since they started developing this. Hamaguchi said it's been like 10 years since he started this project. And he just can't. He can't believe that he spent 10 years working on this, and he's so happy that he's able to get, just put his foot down, put his head down, and just see through it to the end. Right. This is a combination of everything we've been living up to. Like, even Katase was giving us like a heartfelt message about 30 years of like him just looking back at everything he developed for Final Fantasy VII as a director and a producer now. It's a 30-year cook, right? And they're going to get all three of these games out in a 7-year period, right? Ever since the remake came out in 2020, we're getting all three games out in a 7-year period. Like, that is insane for Square Enix. Square Enix does not do this. But Hamaguchi did state that earlier today that they kept 95% of the team that worked on all three games together for the whole series. And that's unheard. That's insane, because most of the time, a lot of times I should say, is developers work on things together, and then after that they got other duties to do. They got other projects to work on, and then you have a new team come in and work on something else. But to have the same team pretty much work from Remake, Rebirth, and Revelation, this is insane. At the very end, when they show episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, this is a very nice touch. If you guys probably heard of this by now, if you open up the game case of the PlayStation 1, behind the disc has Cloud, like that. Behind disc 2, it has Aerith looking at the Highwind. Disc 3 has Sephiroth walking through the flames. This is a callback to the images behind the 3 CDs of the PlayStation 1. What a 30-year cook. That's awesome. I didn't put that two together until somebody said, "Hey, look, they actually did it." It's like, talk about nostalgia just hitting you hard. That trailer is something else. There's a lot to break down. We're gonna watch the other one next, and then after we do that, I'll give you some time to talk about the gameplay you saw, the trailer itself. We'll talk about all that before we get into the meat and the potatoes of all the information stuff we got. So here we go. This is the gameplay. This is we thought was all done, and they say, "Oh, we got more to show." So here we go. This is the gameplay footage.
Long story short, the world's in trouble.
So what are we waiting for? Let's give Sephiroth the beating of a lifetime.
This is insane.
As we reunite with our heroes, the meteor looms in the skies above, a constant reminder of your mission and the grave threats you'll confront as you embark upon your journey and face the epic conclusion of the remake series. Aboard the Highwind, your very own airship, and the pride of the Shinra fleet, you'll take to the skies and witness our most expansive open world yet.
Like, what the hell? They're showing us so
the
much.
sun-drenched Medial
I didn't expect all this.
To the warrior nation of Wutai. Simply pick a direction and set sail. But how can you be expected to protect the whole world at once? You'll need to cover ground fast.
I am not jumping. No way, no how.
Don't worry. These parachutes are top of the line. Pull the cord.
I've seen this so many times. It still feels so surreal that we're finally here.
At any moment in the open
journey
world,
ends here.
Simply pilot the Highwind to your destination and take a leap of faith. With the wind rushing past, you'll descend seamlessly from the sky above to the ground below.
Okay, I know we're supposed to watch the whole thing.
Past.
But I need to talk about this. Everybody, for those of you on the internet who are not born in the 90s or don't know anything about OG FF7 that says, "Oh, they copy Fortnite. We're dropping in, boys." I hate to tell you this, guys. Fortnite didn't come up with us. Final Fantasy VII, you dropped in parachutes into Midgar on disc 2. So this is not a callback to Fortnite. This is a callback to the original FF7, which was 1997. So those of you who are kids out there, you Gen Zs and all that say, "Oh, this is Fortnite now." It's a callback to FF7 OG. So nice try.
Fuck Fortnite.
Right? It's like, come on. But yeah.
From the sky above to the ground
back
below.
To the video. I had to say something about
Where will the winds guide you first? That freedom is in your hands. But no matter your
Wutai,
destination,
Happy
to defeat
Turtle,
your enemy, you'll need a fighting chance.
Meteor,
and that
Reno's
starts
back.
with your trusted allies. At long last, with the world teetering on a blade's edge, everyone assembles at
Yeah,
Cloud
I think
side,
I have an idea where the
forming
game
an
starts.
epic ensemble of heroes.
We'll talk about that in a
Each
minute.
with their own story that
starts
brings
where
you
the game
closer
starts.
together than ever. But a good unit needs more than friendship to save the day. It needs a disciplined combat regimen. The hybrid battle system, established in Remake and refined in Rebirth, is perfected in Revelation, putting even more power in your hands. In fluid, real-time action, seamlessly switch between party members to even the odds. Then, when the fight calls for strategy, enter tactical mode to unleash a suite of powerful new spells and abilities.
I can't wait.
Activate devastating synergies with your companions. And of course, call on mighty summoned entities that can turn the tide of battle.
Oh yeah. Vincent's intro.
I won't return to my coffin until we've put Sephiroth in his.
Vincent is a deft gunslinger, capable of delivering precise, high-yield shots. But there's more to this secretive former Turk than meets the eye. The result of experimentation at the hands of Shinra. Vincent can transform into the galleon beast at the press of a button. Gaining
Man,
tremendous
Vincent's
power
gameplay
while
looks so good.
And when combined with the skills of a certain ace
And he teams
pilot,
up with
their
Sid,
high-impact
Sid
synergies
Highwind
disrupt the
as
fight
the
with
beast.
ferocious results.
The Leaping Lancer, the Dashing Dragoon, the one and only Sid Highwind.
Sid Highwind, the cantankerous
Yeah.
pilot extraordinaire.
Sid's gonna be so
joins the
much fun
party
to play,
and
too,
their
as a
mission
dragoon.
defeats Sephiroth. Sid's command of his lance allows him to rapidly close the distance for powerful strikes, or engage in sweeping area of effect attacks to bring a whole host of enemies to heel. But to fully control the battlefield, skill with a weapon only gets you so far. To further augment your combat capabilities, try this
outfit.
one for size. Function Integrated Tactical Suitwear, or the FIT system for short, allows you to further customize your playstyle with new uniforms imbued with unique movesets. Alongside your equipment and materia, FITS gives you an extra edge in battle. And to face what's coming, you'll need all the strength you can muster. Sensing its fate hanging in the balance, the planet itself has unleashed its last line of defense. The weapons. Ancient beasts that are larger than life and capable of untold destruction. Will you be enough to stop them before it's too late? As the world is torn apart, you and your friends must unite. In Revelation, we come to the thrilling conclusion of the Final Fantasy VII saga. And your mission is clear. Take up your Buster Sword, equip your materia, and stand together. One last time.
These skies belong to me. Hope you're ready.
Cannot wait. And this is huge. The biggest part of this whole thing is Square has never done this. Have released a major title and be like, yeah, it's out on everything at once. This is a huge deal for Square. This is a massive W. Whether people like it or not, this is a massive freaking W for
I don't see
Square.
why anybody wouldn't like it. It's more sales. More people can play the game.
That's the way I look at it. Everybody can play it. Yeah, it's cool. It's coming on everything. It's just, yeah. Everybody that said, "Oh no, it's gonna be time exclusive to PlayStation." They're still under contract. They can't do no. Contracts can change. Contracts can expire. There's clauses in those contracts, and yeah, Square's finally free, guys. They're free. They finally released release this game on everything. And it's gonna get a lot of sales because what I'm seeing right now, and it's great. Remake sales on Steam has gone up. Rebirth sales everywhere has gone up. There's a lot more people say, "Hey, since Revelation's coming on everything, I'm finally jumping in the other two games. I can't wait to play them." There's people been tweeting about it. Like every time I turn around, somebody's tweeting about they're finally starting to play the game and they're enjoying it. They can't wait to get through both these games to play Revelation. Like it is working. The marketing for Revelation and the way they done Remake and Rebirth for this year has been significantly better than they ever done. This is it's gonna get a lot of sales, and I cannot wait. So
yeah, something I will mention for PC Remake, you don't have to do this as far as I'm aware. Most games, as long as it's newer, you don't have to do this. Rebirth, on the other hand, especially on AMD cards, you have to update your chipset drivers or your game will run like absolute trash. Your game will stutter. It'll look like 720p or lower. No matter your settings, nothing will change it. As soon as you update your chipset drivers and restart your system, your game will run flawlessly at max performance.
yeah, I think I need to restart my PC. I did upgrade my chip driver set. I just didn't restart the PC. I don't think. I was having some starting issues. It went away for a little while, but it started coming back again. So
if your chipset drivers aren't updated all the way with that game on AMD, it will. That game, for whatever reason,
it's
cannot handle it.
And that's the thing I'm kind of debating. do I want to stream the finale? I'm really seriously thinking about it. I didn't stream the other two games. I want to before part 3 or Revelation comes out. I do want to stream both games. So do expect to see me stream both games, break it down, talk about oh, you got the five. They got the 5 ticks vicinity. Yeah, they do, Mister. Sorry, I didn't see your message. I was flipping the hell out. Oh, can probably start in October ish. Yeah, I'm definitely going to. I got a lot of games to play, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna be streaming more probably this fall. I want to get this stream out of the way because I'm not making 30 plus videos of every interview and every game announcements. And it's like that's just I really just talk about everything on one stream. It's easier for me.
Yeah. What you could do is, I mean, up to you. Not my decision to make here, but you could, since you didn't stream the other two games, if you wanted, you could pick out like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks before the third game comes out, whatever, however long it's going to take you to do it, and
Yeah.
stream all 3 games back to back.
Yeah, I could
figure out roughly how long it'll take you based on if you want to do everything or just story, and then or everything that's got a story bit.
Yeah.
And then just go from there.
Yeah. What kind of plans you got there, Rooster? For New Year's? Can't wait. Oh, yeah. You saw the key art, right? With Zach and Aerith, back to back, and everybody else on the cover. Like this, the thumbnail, right? The thumbnail of the review trailer and stuff. That's gonna be the box art. That's gonna be so sick. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. But we're gonna go back to listening to some music. Thank you for Kirka Beast. Because we have a lot of information to talk about, and it's from the forum. So I know it's a little bright. So let's see if I can.
You get started on that. I'm going to mute and go grab some food. I haven't food in like hours.
We can do that.
I'm just grabbing some ramen. It's nothing crazy. I just need food.
Might be a rebirth, but depends on what games come out. Oh, cool. Oh, cool, man. But anyways, I'm gonna take a big drink. My mouth is completely dry from talking so much. Okay, you guys ready for the big forum here? This is gonna have a lot of information. Hamaguchi has stated some more stuff. He just keeps talking. I don't know if it's probably just interviews that are just coming out late. But a lot of it's repeating, but there's a lot of good stuff. Sucks no beer. Well, I got water, so anyways, this is all the other stuff. We got interviews. So we're gonna start with the highlights, right? Everybody's probably seen this. Maximum Dude had a third time. This is gonna be my second time reading all this. As Max did this in the stream the other day, and I said I'm glad he's got this. He posted on his YouTube channel. I clicked on it, copied it, got it here so I can look at it and talk to you guys about it and give my honest thoughts, because it's a lot. And Final Fantasy VII Revelation is my most ambitious game of 2027. Not ambitious, but in most anticipated game. Maximum Dude had a few things. He asked a few questions, and he kind of kicked himself in the butt because there's some like really good questions he wanted to ask, but he didn't want to have a lot of responses like, yeah, we can't say anything right now, no comment, we can't say anything at this point. But anyways, Old Master Rebirth will look differently, which I seen a lot of screenshots. They do look differently in some spots because of weapons and stuff for that live stream. The exploration is indisputably more expansive than Rebirth. More on that later. I do want to talk about world map a little bit. I have lowered my expectations a little bit on that. I expect like a big, giant open world that all these continents are gonna be like miles away, and it's gonna take a while to get over there. But it's a lot smaller world map, but it's still bigger than Rebirth, like so much bigger. Chocobos can fly around freely to explore vertically. So Pico is gonna be our bird. I wonder if he's gonna turn into a gold chocobo at the end. But he gets every single ability. He's gotta learn it. There's some screenshot of the grasslands. I didn't pull all the screenshots. I figured, you know what, this is gonna be a long enough stream as it is. But yeah, Pico is gonna be the bird. We start out with Pico as our first bird. He's gonna be our last bird for this whole finale, and I cannot wait. That was awesome. Like, it's just so sick. We are operating within the same combat system for weapon battles, but we have unique mechanics and gadgets included in the battle. So to further explore this idea, because Hamaguchi did come out later on, and he did clarify a few things. For those of you worried about the new mechanics of the weapon battles and be like, oh no, here we go, we gotta do like a Monster Hunter laser battle. There's new mechanics that haven't shown us yet. Don't worry, Hamaguchi has stated that it's not required to do those mechanics. You can fight these things normally, like just you and the party, just one-on-one with a weapon, like in the old days. I cannot wait. That's gonna be so much fun. I think I'm gonna go with the mechanics first, because more on that later. This game's got replayability, guys. Like it's amazing. It is so sick. Each character has 4 fits available, and a skill tree is also included, which Hamaguchi has also stated that everybody's fit, right? It's gonna upgrade. It's gonna upgrade with each other. It's gonna like level up with each other as you go. So it's not like, oh, I gotta put T-fit in because I didn't level up her. No, her fit's gonna upgrade as is. It's just like with the folio system. Like you level those up because when you level up, you get 5 points, right? So you can level up a few times and be like, okay, it's time to level up all the characters. Every character levels up the same, so that's probably how they're gonna work it. I like to see what the skill tree is gonna be. They said it's kind of like the folio system, but it's more expanded upon, right? Because of the fit system. I don't know if it's gonna be exactly like this. It's gonna be similar, right? It's gonna have a skill tree like that. The weapons upgrade system is the same as Rebirth. You're not gonna go back to Remake and have the Crystarium, like the planetary system of like the weapon upgrade skill tree. That's not in this one. You're gonna do the same thing as Rebirth, but you have like 4 slots now, 4 or 5 slots, which is gonna be great. Chocobo breeding is going to be different this time. We are helping Pico grow, as I just said, which will allow you to explore it and reach new areas. Kudos to Maxman Dude in his chat last night. I watched that video, not through the whole thing yet, about halfway through, and they spotted some black chocobo tracks. The wall, right? The chocobo wall for Junon. It's actually in the grasslands. There's actually 2 of them there. So you have to train Pico out, and get that ability. Once you get that ability, you can return back to the grasslands with Pico the chocobo, and you go explore new areas that you couldn't explore before, giving you a reason to go back to these areas again. Which, thank you, Hamaguchi, and your incredible team. This is what we want. We want to revisit areas because, let's face it, you're not going back to the grasslands to battle enemies. You're not going back to grassland or Junon to do this. You're only going there because of the new side quest, right? Or the main game tells you, hey, we got to go back here. But it's very seldom you had to do that, right? It's all straightforward, unless you do side quests and mini games, stuff like that. So this is great, right? It gives us a reason to go back and explore. Day-night cycle story will be focused on story progression, so no day-night cycle. I really wanted that, but this game's already offering a lot. I just hope that we have different time of day. That's just high noon all the time, so the lighting's better. So apparently the lighting so far is looking pretty good. Like they're getting the lighting fix worked out in the finale, so it's looking better. The game's still not polished. They still got 9 months to polish this thing up, or about 8, and then they get the gold edition done, the gold disc, master disc, whatever, and get the game out for retailers and stuff like that. So they got 8 months of nice, good polish to do, and they can really polish up this game to everybody's satisfaction. Reunion was not on the list of 3 titles being considered. Nomura chose Revelation from the 3 candidates. They didn't really say why, like which ones they had to choose. I think Resolve might have been one of them, but that's like the theme of it. She had like remake, Bonds, and then this was Resolve, right? The title Revelation is for answer all the questions that players may have. So Hamaguchi has been keeping in touch with us. He keeps telling us that you have to play the game to the end to get all the answers you guys see. This is the one you guys are probably new by now, or you probably first time listening to this. The old Sephiroth voice actor was unable to come back. They had to pick up a new one. A new Sephiroth English voice actor is Travis William. He has worked for Square Enix before. I think he's played as like a Kingdom Hearts character that people know of. We heard one line, right? I know a lot of people are not like, I need to hear more of him, like, or not a big fan. Just give him time to cook. He had to pick up slack because Tyler Hoechlin was the voice actor for Sephiroth for 2 games, and he was either busy or just he couldn't make it in time. So they had to come up with an idea for somebody to voice Sephiroth. I think Travis Willingham can do it. Sorry, not William. Willingham can do this, right? I think Travis can nail it. He's been working with Square before. He knows what they want. I think the line delivery is fine. That's just one line, right? We need to listen to more. I think he's going to do a fine job. So there's that. Give me a second. I'm going to take a drink. Need more water. Okay, restart. This is from the restart publication, whatever. Black material activates at the beginning of FF7 RV. So at the beginning of the game, black material is activated. That means the meteor is gonna be summoned. Cloud is gonna be, Cloud's not a good sense of mental state at this time. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's like earlier in the gameplay I was watching, it does look like we do start in the northern crater, which is different from Icicle Inn. That's gonna be interesting. So okay, Chadley has a base in conducting research on meteors, so he's researching on a meteor. He does get a hold of you through his chat module thing from Rebirth, but this time you can actually give him ringtones. And the VR voice, I think they're going to be changing. They talked about how it's not going to be the same as Rebirth. He's not going to just like call you up and say, "Hey Cloud, I need you to do some research on the remnant wave tiles or stuff like that. Or I need to do like go to VR missions and fight a bunch of things, that kind of stuff." Calvi has an important part related to the main story. This is a lot of people screaming, hollering, not happy about this. Well, let's face it. If you did the Proto Relic and Nibelheim, you find out that Hojo's been using him to spy on us, and he's got terrible plans for Charlie. So yeah, Charlie's got a big important role in the main story involving Hojo, so that's going to be insane. I don't know what they're going to plan on doing with that, other than we do have to fight Hojo towards the end of the game. So we got, okay, so GameSpot said all this. We got Vince is able to transfer in beast mode anytime plus range attacks. So anytime he doesn't need his limit breaks to do those. For me, this is a lot of people saying too. His limit breaks are probably gonna be like his ultimate move for like for Beast, Death Gigas, Hellmasker, and Chaos, right? I think his limit break is gonna be an ultimate attack of each one. Whatever one you got equipped. So we got that. Sid is excellent aerial air-based attack. So apparently he plays like kind of like Red 13, but instead of being more grounded, he's more aerial. Of course, he's a Dragoon. I don't know if he's gonna have anything like, oh, he needs to defend to build up his meter. It looks like he's got a jump button. He's got like I forgot his other one he has, but it's pretty nice. His combat looks so sick. Building upon the existing foundation and evolving what we created. Ability to customize and play character as player wishes. Okay. So we're evolving the combat, keeping it what players like. Also being able to customize your playable character. Like Tifa can be a black mage. Cloud can be a warrior. Looks like Barrett's wearing like paladin gear. K-Sif looks like he's wearing like some kind of white mage / summoner gear. So it's like, whoa. Yeah, it's gonna be something interesting for sure. Mini games are optional, more light. So what this means is mini games are gonna be more of them. There's gonna be a lot more mini games. I know what people are gonna say. Oh, why is there so many mini games? Here's the deal. This makes a lot of sense. Hamaguchi could have folded and said, "All right, guys, you won. I'm so sorry. We put too many mini games in Final Fantasy VII. We apologize for that. We're just gonna put less of them in there. They're gonna be skippable, and we're gonna make them where they're really super easy to do." No, he found a balance. It's gonna be even more mini games, but here's the deal: you can skip them. You do not have to partake in mini games. You can skip all of them. But more on that later if you do decide to do them. Because they put something in this game that nobody saw coming. And it involves mini games and battle arenas and all that. So we'll get to it. Epic homage weapons, how to present and scale them. If you saw at the Summer Games Fest, we saw the big, massive sapphire weapon, and that thing was towering over the Junon Harbor, and it made the Junon Harbor look silly. That thing looked massive. That is a scale and a half, and I was like, holy smokes, these weapons are huge. That's the way they were in the original game, right? They was massive, colossal weapons, right? They're the planet's protector. So yeah, that was great. I was like, holy crap, this looks insane. Remake series concludes with Revelation. We knew about that. We heard fans wanting to explore the side stories of each of other characters and other parts of the story is interesting, but we want to conclude this as soon as possible in efforts to focus on that. So this is regarding to the DLC for Rebirth. A lot of people are asking, hey, can we get like a DLC so we can have something to do while waiting for part 3? But Hamaguchi and his team made the right decision. They decided to say, you know what, we're not going to make any DLC for now. We're going to focus on switching straight over to Revelation. And here we are. We're just over 2 years later, and we got Revelation. We got information dump. We got 3 trailers. We got a release window already. Like, it's crazy. And this is even bigger than Rebirth, by the way. Like, they're cooking, and they made the right choice. That was from GameSpot. Now we're on to Automation. Autonoban. Trailer focus much more on the game's systems, what we're trying to express through the game itself, what you can do in the game and how deep the gameplay goes, which exactly what they've done. Open world, expanding the entire planet, depending on what players chooses to engage with first. The way their adventure unfolds can differ significantly, which we have more information on that because I've been watching, reading, waiting to see what the heck Hamaguchi had to say. And apparently, you cannot do everything on your first playthrough. There's gonna be some dialogue. There's gonna be some story stuff. Not the ending. There's no multiple endings. There's all just one ending. Everything converges into the ultimate ending they have chosen. Your path, though, can change significantly. Whether it's like dialogue, story bits. That's why they said, hey, when you talk to your friends, and you'd be like, hey, dude, like, did you see this scene? It's like, no, dude, I got this scene. What the hell? Like, what'd you do to go do that? Get people to talk about it. Get people to go back and replay Revelations again. Replayability. You do not get everything on your first playthrough. And you got freedom to do whatever you want as soon as you get the high wind, and that is insane. Entire word is connected from the start. Fly, high wind, everywhere. That's the third one down. Hamaguchi, Hamaguchi to reference, draw inspiration from. Okay, games to reference or draw inspiration from. He chosen The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Hogwarts Legacy, Horizon series, Prism Desert. Those are the games he highlighted for this one. This is where he drew inspiration from. So, yeah, it's a pretty big group he chose from the draw inspiration from, which is great. The Final Fantasy VII Revelation includes all the continents from Rebirth. So every single region that was in Rebirth will be coming back, along with brand new areas that we cannot wait to see. However, I will have to let everybody know, if you haven't heard by now, Bone Village has been cut from Revelation because, let's face it, Bone Village is there for what? A mini game. You find a lunar harp to go into the Sleeping Forest, which we already did that in Rebirth. We got there. You go back there and find Sid's mop. That can be placed anywhere else, and you got one other item there. I think the Sector 5 key. I mean, they can stick that somewhere else. Bone Village was like, to be honest with you, it didn't really leave an impression to me other than you buy like the diamond bangles and you're on your way. You find the lunar harps. Goodbye, Village. I'll see you later. So that got cut. I know the Bone Village fan base out there are probably crying or saying they're upset. Hey, how dare they cut that from the game because they said it wasn't going to cut any location. I mean, it's Bone Village. Like, a lot of us thought maybe if they had to cut something, Bone Village would probably be the one, and it was. Hey, Fort Condor's still there. Medea's there. Wutai's there. He didn't mention anything about the Goblin Islands or anything like that, or the Round Island where Knights of the Round's at. He didn't mention any other cuts. It's just Bone Village didn't make it. So that's where we're at right now. Each area contains its own unique activities, gameplay mechanics, and interactive elements. Again, this is like the Pico. Pico's going to be a bird. He's going to be learning abilities from other chocobos, and he's going to become your gold chocobo. So it's like, hey, how come I can't climb this? Oh, wait, that's right. He needs the mountain chocobo skills. So when I come back to the grasslands, I can go over there and explore because I didn't have that ability before. It's what made Final Fantasy VII so great, because in the old game, original game, you had to wait until you get certain vehicles or certain colored chocobo to go even to this area. So they're trying to live up to the expectations of that. So there's that. Let's see. What was that? Oh, right here. Depending on where a player chooses to go first, the experience can end up quite different. So let's just say for me, I don't know what everybody else is gonna do, but let's just say I decide to do one thing. I got the high one. I could go over to Medial. I could go over there, right? I could go there and check on Cloud, right? That's what it should be, right? That's part of the FF7 story. Or do I want to go explore for a while? Let's say I want to go to Wutai. What I want to go, may want to check out Rocket Town. But even though Rocket Town is later on in the game, you can't really access that right now. Let's say I want to explore other areas. Let's say I want to go to Grasslands. May want to go do stuff over there real quick. There's something interesting over on the horizon. That looks like a weapon. There's some bad guys over there that are much higher level than I am. I'm gonna go explore and challenge myself for a while. Different stuff, different significant changes. Like, there's some story stuff, there's some side quests that if you don't go over there, you never know it was over there. So your experience is gonna change. Dialogue is gonna be different. They want you to explore with a highway, just like in the original game. So it's looking pretty fire there to me. That's gonna be fun. Give me a chance to like go back, replay the game, and do other different routes. Like, let's say I decide I want to go to Junon, right, instead of the Grasslands. May I want to go to Nibelheim first, or Cosmo Canyon. You know, maybe there's some island over here you want to go explore real quick. Okay, weapons have caused major changes across the world due to the old map. Due to that, old maps are different from the previous game. Even though visually identity, atmosphere, and setting remain familiar, world map is preserved. So, I've seen this in screenshots. Especially the Coral Desert looks different now because Ruby weapons run amok. The Grasslands got a whole bunch of like different landscapes, things going on there. We just explained. We haven't seen a whole lot of like Nibelheim yet. We haven't seen a lot of like. I think off in the distance you see like a dust storm going on in like Cosmo Canyon. Wait, what the heck's going on over there? That's gonna be interesting. Okay, so yeah, Pico grows. This is kind of the same thing as the other interview. Parachute from the high wind and interact with the environment in more vertical ways. We saw that in the trailer, which is pretty sick. Job inspired fist system allows player to customize characters. From example, turning Cloud into a more mage oriented character. Outfits available since start. No restriction on game design due to multi-platform, which that is awesome. Weapon battles as a natural extension of the regular combat system, which is great. Okay, the trilogy finale theme is resolve and choice. So giving players more choices to make. Characters are going to have the resolves of their story arcs, like Cloud finally, Tifa, Barrett, Vincent and Sid's finally going to have their resolved and their story arcs. More sections of the game where players' choices are so crucial they can alter not only how they progress through the game, but even the direction of the storytelling itself. So the storytelling is going to change based on your decisions you make. This is going to be interesting to see what kind of changes that they do make. It's going to be sparking a lot of discussions after everybody beats the game. What kind of choices they made. Okay, experience changes based on your choices, yet things ultimately converge towards a single conclusion. So again, no multiple endings, which is great. We don't need multiple endings in FF7. Just tell the story, have all the answers that players do seek, and I can't wait to see what the results are going to be.
We need all of the endings.
Oh, really?
All 38,000 of them. I want every ending.
Huh. Well, here we go. Definitive conclusion: no multi-ending game, according to Hamaguchi. Choices players can make on a journey towards a conclusion will affect the individual experiences as well as stories told through side content. You don't have to engage with the minigames if you don't want to. You can actually skip them if you want. Mini game of wars. Here we go. This is the one that really drove me nuts. And it's like you didn't have to do all this. If you do decide to do the mini games, all of them for the first time, and just try them out, have fun, you will be rewarded. Mini game awards are now largely unrelated to combat progression. Instead, they offer things like character skins and customization options. So yes, character skins. Can we get Cloud and Tifa's Advent Children outfit? Please, Square, if you're listening, outfits, Advent Children, Tifa, Cloud, thanks.
You know damn well they took that from E33 when they found out doing side content gives you stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's like, guarantee you that's where they took it from.
Minigame difficulty settings added. So they added more difficulty settings for minigames. So if you found a minigame too easy, let's crank that sum again to a max and really challenge myself. So you can do that apparently, or you can lower the challenge if you want.
Or you can just suffer. I mean, crank it and just suffer. I mean,
yeah, you do that too. 1 second. Okay. Battle progression and the like are tied more closely to combat-oriented side quests. So if you're doing a lot of battle arena stuff or stuff like that, you will be rewarded for battle, like probably accessories, armor, and also materia. There's probably going to be specialized materia, because what did you get in the battle arena, chocobo, races and stuff in the OG? You got game-breaking materia by doing them. So it's like OG. You do mini games, you do the battle arena, you get rewarded for it in a big way. So, you attain the high one early on. From that point, you'll essentially go whatever you want and play however you like. You might wander into a place out of curiosity and immediately get demolished by powerful monsters. So, exploration, guys. Remember Expedition 33? I'm gonna go in this cave. Oh wait, there's level 80 enemies in here. I better run the hell like crazy because I'm gonna get crushed in one hit.
Nah, I'm gonna one-shot them and tell them they're the bitch.
But yeah, that's what we all wanted, right? We all wanted to explore and go to a place and be like, holy crap, did you fight this boss over here? It took me a few tries. Like, did you fight it yet? That's what we want. We want to fight bosses and hard enemies, so that's gonna be fun.
Honestly, I just want less hand holding.
That's what it looks like it's doing right now. They're learning. They're taking what worked in Rebirth, what didn't work in Rebirth, and they're making massive improvements. They want this game to be the game of freedom and choice. That's what people want. Let us explore. We don't need a checklist. Hey, hey Cloud, go over here and get these 3 towers and fight the enemies that are guarding it. No, let me go explore. Let me go over here in this cave or this island over here that has level 80 enemies. I'm only level 25. Let's go have some fun, right? Okay, North Crater becomes inaccessible for a period of time because a weapon has appeared there. So apparently they're gonna put a guardian weapon at the Northern Crater, like, you shall not pass because you're not supposed to be here yet. There are still locations you can't access because of story-related reasons, which, I mean, it makes sense. In the OG, you couldn't, like, just go where the hell you want because you wasn't there for the story-related things yet. So, like the OG. Vertical exploration with a high one. Of course, we already knew that. You might pick up a quest in one location to travel to another area to progress it. They want you to really explore, have some fun with a high wind, fly around. If you already visited an area, you can use the fast travel to reach it, and so you don't have to do the parachute thing. You don't have to worry about like flying over there. Just fast travel, especially if you're trying to speed run the game. And of course, Hamaguchi had to remind everybody we are in the final polishing stage, so they got about 7-8 more months to polish. before the game is done. So they're just working hard right now to get in the game, looking as pretty as they can, making sure it's optimized on everything for the simultaneously launch in spring of 2027. This is from the Famitsu article. There's a lot here. I still have a lot to read. The title implies the hidden truths will be revealed. We kind of already knew that. That's why they chose Revelation. The resolve of the whole story, the answers to everything. The key unifying term of the team is resolve, representing both their determination of causing the other characters and the developers' commitment to bringing the series to a proper conclusion. So that's what their plans are. They don't want to leave like any leftover interpretations. Like, is there going to be a fourth game? Is there going to be anything in the future that's going to have to conclude this series because the trilogy didn't meet our expectations, or we got a lot of questions left? No, they want to give it a proper conclusion. The game features an even larger world where the experience itself changes dependent on player choices. So again, freedom and choices are the key terms for exploration here, which is great. This is what I want. I love Rebirth, but again, if you go back and replay the game again, like I have, the game is a little hand-holding, a little too much. Some people's like, I don't want to do that. I just want to do the story run. So this comes up with a good idea where it's like you have player choices and freedom. You don't need somebody to tell you, hey, you need to go over here. Go here, don't go there. Like, let us have freedom. Okay, new location, Rocket Town. They call it Rocket Village. This is probably a mistranslation on this whole forum thing. Rocket Town, Rule Time, Medeal. We already know about that. Areas that appear in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth have changed slightly. The terrain has altered to reflect the tectonic shifts caused by the revival of the weapons. Exploration expands as Pico grows, so you gotta grow him up to learn abilities. He can go back to grasslands or Junon, where he can have access to new areas and to explore, and gives you the replayability or the actual reasons to go visit these places again, because there's gonna be some hidden stuff. That's good. Item collected throughout the adventure are displayed inside the Highwind. So if you get collectibles, the Highwind's gonna have it instead of going to Johnny's Seaside Smelly Inn. If you did the side quest, it's actually Seaside Inn. It looks great, but still Smelly Seaside Inn. So you have to go there for that. Oh yeah, this is another key thing they wanted to do. It's just like the original game. If you play the original game, you take the Highwind, you fly from the one corner of the map. You hit the edge of the map. Guess what it does? It teleports you to the other side of the map. That's exactly what they did in this one. So it's like, it's seamless. It's like, well, wait, I'm on the other side of the map now. Cool. Players can descend from the Highwind via parachute. They're gonna do that for the first time, going to a new area to just because how they handle that. They didn't think they can land the Highwind anywhere. That was quite difficult, so they decided to do the parachute thing, which is great. It's a nod to FF7 OG, like I said earlier in the gameplay thing. Let's see. Okay, yeah, fast travel becomes available. Location after visit for the first time. So, how do you get back to the Highwind after visiting a new area? You just fast travel. It'll be on your map. It'll say Highwind or something. Just click on that. Fast travel. Items collected. Okay, we already did that one. The buggy does not return, but similar truck-like vehicles are available. So the buggy's been left at the Gungaga, so that's not going to be in the game. Because I haven't played FS7. The last full playthrough I did, I went back and tried to see if I could find the buggy. And it's left outside Nibelheim, right? I went there, it's like, the buggy's gone. What the hell? Like, where'd it go? Like, I couldn't find the buggy anywhere, so that disappeared. So it did the same thing here. Rocket Town is filled with precision machinery for a reason to say no chocobo sign is seen. Vehicles can be used in Rocket Town instead of chocobo. So Rocket Town is gonna be pretty big, apparently. Vincent primary fights using ranged gun attacks, switches to melee combat while in beast mode. So he's kind of like Yuffie. Yuffie attacks up close and personal, or she's got ranged attacks. So that's how they're gonna handle that, which is pretty sick. So beast mode can be deactivated freely during battle. There is a timer, so he doesn't just stay in beast mode all the time. It has a timer where it lasts for a few seconds, maybe up to a minute or two, then he goes back to his normal form, which he does that at the end of the battle in OG FF7. He just doesn't just stay in his beast form, he goes back to normal. So that's how they handle that. Sid is a spear user inspired by a dragoon, which it's awesome. He excels at aerial combat, possesses a variety of powerful techniques. I cannot wait. Sid and Vincent were in my party with Cloud a lot as growing up as a kid. I thought those three were awesome. I did like the other characters, but for some reason I love Sid, Vincent, and Cloud as a party. So I can't wait to try that. Sid specializes in teleporting attacks and stabbing attacks. He is also effective at wide area attacks, which is going to be great. Battle Director Endo proposed the addition of the FIT system, which is inspired by the job class system. So yes, you guys heard that right. The job class system of Final Fantasy is back in a Final Fantasy VII game, which is kind of nuts to think about. I didn't think we were ever going to get any job class here. This kind of just blew me out of the water. I was like, whoa, what the hell? Like, there's 4 outfits available as soon as you get the fits unlocked. They said 4. I wonder if you're like saving like a 1 or 2. Just is this like, if you look at the menu, it looks like there's a whole bunch of slots. So maybe just keeping a lot of it under wraps. We'll see. Outfits affect character parameters and add skills and abilities. Effects tailored to each outfit's unique characteristics. So Black Mage, you just like you go nuclear, you just nuke enemies with magic. You saw that with Tifa's little combat. She switches over to the mage, and it's like, whoa, like Tifa just destroyed that freaking bird or whatever it was. Let's see. Okay, outfit growth width is shared among all characters, so you don't have to worry about switching characters in and out. Do like, oh no, like Kate Sith Summoner outfit ain't leveled up. I gotta level that up, so that levels up with everybody else. So it's just like, I think it's like the folio system, like I said. Everybody levels up, everybody gets points. You just spend them when you want to. Character skins features allow players to keep a character's original appearance while using fits. Additional character skins can be collected throughout the journey, so if you don't like the way the warrior outfit looks for Cloud, you can change the skins and still keep that job if you want to. They're thinking about everything, character skins and how to use them, like pretty much like transmog. Like it's gonna be great. I'm glad they did this. There you go. Weapon skin. The features allow players to collect preferred weapon appearance. Guess what? My mind is going. Can Cloud get a weapon skin as the fusion sword for Advent Children? I would absolutely love that. That would be great. Imagine going to the final battle with Sephiroth, and you're wearing your outfit from Advent Children with the sword, the fusion sword, and his Advent Children outfit. How badass would that be? You know, if you want to go that route. Okay, weapon battles include unique mechanics and gimmicks layered on top of the standard combat system. Again, I'll reiterate again, these unique mechanics are not needed to fight the weapons. You can fight them head on without any using those new game mechanics and just play, alright, you and me, 1-on-3, we'll see who wins, we'll see who's the best of best. You can do that as well. Weapon encounters are designed to feel distinct from battles against regular enemies, of course, because weapons are the main deal, which are going to be great. Anything else from this interview? No. These are all just reruns. Oh, yeah. Knights of the Round is confirmed to be in Final Fantasy VII Revelation, and they will be a boss battle. Yes, we're going to have to fight the 13 Knights, including Arthur. So, buckle up, people. Buckle up. It's going to be a doozy. So, boss fight. I hope they make it hard, because you had to go through a lot to get the Knights of the Round in OG FF7. I hope the battles are tough, to where, like, you want the Knights of the Round summoned, you're gonna have to bring your A game and defeat this thing. So, or defeat them. So I can't wait for that. See what else I got. Okay. Yeah, Hamaguchi told a bunch of people that they're considering a playable demo at Gamescom, Tokyo Game Show, PAX West, stuff like that. Which makes sense. They're gonna have a playable demo regardless, especially I think at Gamescom. I think Gamescom has a chance, because how do you get the word out? You get people that show up at the Germany, during those days to play Revelation. They can tell their friends about it, word of mouth. Say, hey, dude, you should have been there. You should have played this game. This game is bonkers, man. And of course, insiders, media outlets will get a preview build to play, and they'll be able to talk about, and they're like their first impressions and stuff like that. Max A Million Dude was already confirmed that he will be playing the game in about a month or two by Hamaguchi, so he's looking forward to that. Let's see. Oh yeah, interior of the Highway will be updated. According to progress, crew's conversations will change, give you even quests. And in the story, after each story arc ends, a briefing is held on the Highway to discuss what's next. I absolutely love this right here. This gives you a reason why you want to be in the Highway. Getting excited for the Highway, because you're gonna have like freaking briefings with all the characters. They're gonna be talking about what's the next move, and it's just I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. So much fun. Ooh. Well, here we go. You can fly everywhere, including various islands. There you go. They put islands in the game. I think what else we can talk about here that's kind of not. From the start, your side content can be tackled at any time if you decide to do so. So just like Rebirth, everybody decided to just go ahead and do everything before doing the main story. Again, here you got the same option. You can go ahead and do everything in the world first, or you can come back anytime. You can do those. Let's say you start a side quest, say, I want to do the story for a while. I'll come back to it later. You can. You got freedom. You got choices. You can do whatever you want. Okay, here's a good one. Here's one that a lot of people are going to be excited for. Weapons that are not involved in the story can be challenged at any time. So there's going to be some hard weapon bosses out there are not involved in the story. If you think you got the kahunas to fight them, you can. They'll be challenged at any time. So have fun. Let's see. There will be some parts of the game where you are going to be locked into a story moment, which is fine. This happens in every, even Final Fantasy VII OG, where you're locked in the story. You can't exactly just go out and do whatever you want. You're in the story moment per se. So it says, please follow the story on this continent. So the structure there is previous to similar to the previous game. Like, you can't fast travel right now. You're right in the middle of the story. Get that done. You can explore some more. That's basically it. Okay, you might find that one area is easy, but the next one is incredibly difficult. So they are doing a lot better job with this one, where enemies are going to be tough in some spots. Enemies are going to be easy. Like, say you start out in the grasslands, per se. Let's say you go in the grasslands. The grasslands are simple, easy. Enemies just fall and die. And you're like, man, I want a challenge. Then you find an island. Let's say you find the next region. You go there, and the enemies are like 10, 15 levels ahead of you, and they're challenging. I love that. Just like OG. Let's say you find the sunken ship. You go down there as a lower level character, and he's like, holy crap, this thing's eating me alive. I'm not gonna survive. When's the last time I saved the game? Oh no. Like, I saved it a long time ago. Oh, good thing I got auto save. Right? So that's cool. I'm loving everything I'm hearing.
What they need to do is
what?
When you go to a story bit, they need to either have a pop-up that says, do you want to go here? Do you want to do this? You can't go back for a little bit.
Yeah.
Or make it really obvious on the screen, or just fix that issue that was in Rebirth, because it never told me I was going into a story bit.
Yeah.
And every time I tried to fast travel, it was like, oh yeah, you can't fast travel. You're in a story bit right now.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. That'd be nice to have like something pop up and say, hey, you're gonna enter the story moment. Are you sure you want to?
Right. Warframe does that. If you're entering a mission that you can't leave, it says, hey, you can't leave this at all, no matter what. Are you sure you want to? And then you have to accept it.
Right, yeah. That'd be nice. But sometimes I forgot too. I'll be doing something, and then I come back and go, oh wait, I can't fast travel. Duh. Like, I wish I kind of reminded myself, like, yeah, that'd be nice, right? That'd be super nice. What was I accidentally clicked the button. My scenes changed, so apologies for that. I was had something on my my desk here I had to get rid of, and I tapped button. What was it? Okay. The idea is to pick and choose what to do in each area as you go along. So, yeah, do whatever you want. Pick and choose. Whatever story moment you want to do. We already talked about that. The amount of content is equal to or greater than that of the previous game. Probably in the first playthrough, it's probably going to be about as big as Rebirth. The reason why I said it could be greater is, if you decide to go back to like a particular chapter and do a few things that you didn't do the first time, I mean, that adds to it, replayability. So to 100% the game, yeah, it's gonna be a lot bigger than Rebirth because we got a lot to do. Which I told people this for a year or so now. It's like, look, part 3 is gonna be the biggest game of the 3, so like, get ready. Like, you think part 2 Rebirth is big? I hate to tell you this, but part 3 Revelation is gonna be much bigger, and it's gonna be. I had some people say, "Oh man, I hope they go back to linear style game in part 3." It's like, yeah, you're in for a rude awakening. They want more like a remake game where it's just handholdy, takes you from one story scene to the next. It's like, no, dude, that's not what part 3 is about. If you don't like open world games, then probably part 3 ain't gonna be for you. Just so much to choose. Let's say no time limit for beast mode, single button switch. So okay, so no time limit. So what the heck's that timer for? There's no time. You tell me I can last as the Galian beast all fight long? Whoa, that's cool. That's cool. I thought it was a timer for that. Huh.
Probably a timer for a buff or something.
Yeah. Okay, Zach will make an appearance at key points in the game, which he has said. Okay, right here. Other guest characters will join Zach as playable characters. So I'm thinking Sisney, Aerith could show up somehow, and Zach is confirmed playable in Final Fantasy VII Revelation. So he's gonna have some combat, more than just showing up for the final bosses. This is gonna be fun. Zach's screen time is greater than before to convey and tell the story of slightly different worldview and setting compared to the original version. So, yeah, Zach's role is gonna be telling a story of slightly different worldview. Like, this is what's going on this side of the world. Like, wow, I can't wait to see how that ends up being. You know, it's really intriguing. Wutai has a very political charged storyline. Of course, being at war with Shinra, that's going to be a major set piece. Wutai has been expanded upon. It's no longer just a little resort town. It is a military base. It is a functioning city, just like Midgar. This is going to be fun. Midgar will also be featured, but of course we go back to Midgar. Deep Brown and people involved with it might appear there. And also Hamaguchi said that Midgar is fully explorable. I don't know if that's like a technical issues with mistranslation, but if we're able to explore a lot more Midgar than we did in Remake, like some different sectors and stuff, that'd be great. I know we get to have the outskirts of Midgar. That's available now. We can actually run around in that region of Midgar, so that's gonna be fun. Rocket Town will be possible to visit towards the end of the story, which is kind of like the latter half. He did correct it, says not at the end of the story, don't worry about it. It's like towards the second half of the game. They just moved around to make it make sense for pacing. That's one of the things they want to do, is like make the pacing of the story and stuff be a lot more cohesive, a lot more like, hey, let's get on to the next thing, or let players be able to like take in what the hell just happened instead of just rushing into the next beat. Let them have time to like, whoa, I need a time to think, and the game lets you do that. That kind of pacing, right? They want to fix that from Rebirth. There's some times that I watch people play, and I kind of agree with them. There's some parts of the games, like the story hits you out of nowhere, and it's like, and it takes you off to another area real quickly. It's like, let me have time to process this first. Like, holy cow! But it's still fun. I still enjoy it though. Okay, Underwater World will also appear in the story. So those of you who are worried about, oh, they didn't show Emerald Weapon, they didn't show the submarine, they didn't show underwater, they didn't show underwater reactor, don't worry about it. Toriyama is in charge of that division, that part of the game, and it is included in the game. So just like going out in outer space. So don't worry, guys, that's still in the game. Don't worry about it. Okay, the affection level system this time isn't focused solely on Cloud, but the side content prioritized what character each user wants to delve deeper into and learn more. Ooh. So you mean to tell me that side quests and stuff, it's gonna be used by whoever's in your party? Not just, oh, if you're doing a side quest, like Tifa just appears out of nowhere, it's like, oh, hey Cloud, or you know, here's the side quest for me to do. So apparently you get to choose. Whoa. Yeah, minigames number will not be reduced. You can select easy mode, you can play on the hardest difficulty. Minigames are not linked to battle progression and trophies. We talked about that. Oh, here's the one that most people want to see. It's been confirmed. The Tifa and Scarlet Slap Fights minigame will be present in Revelation. So don't worry about it, guys. You will be able to slap the crap out of Scarlet using Tifa. So, That's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see what they have planned for that. And also, the snowboarding has been confirmed. It's gonna be a mini game. It's Ghost Saucer, and they have a particular idea, or they have something planned out, appropriate scene or place for the snowboarding story event to take place, and it's gonna shock some fans. So look forward to that. Snowboarding, there's no way they're gonna cut that, because you gotta pull off some sick tricks, and that has been confirmed. You can pull off some sick tricks with Cloud snowboarding. So he's gonna be able to pull off, like, I don't know, like maybe a 360 twirl or back flips and stuff like that. It's gonna be fun. They're going nuts for that too. So okay, exploration is significantly larger than Rebirth. The entire world map is connected and explorable via the Highwind. Obtained about 5 hours after the beginning of the game. A lot of people are worried about they're gonna rush through like the stages of the game to get the Highwind. And Hamaguchi said it depends on who you are as a player. It depends on your playthrough. He said he's ran through the game about 40 times, and on top of his head, he said it takes about 5 hours. But he knows how to get through the area. But he's played the game so many times. It could take 5. It could take more. Huh?
Get through what area? Did you mute the mic or mute Discord? What happened?
No, I didn't mute anything.
Oh, no. Audio just cut out and just came by. I just heard a click in my earbuds and it came back.
Huh.
What? What were you saying for the last, like, couple seconds?
Okay. I said the exploration of Revelation is significantly larger than a Rebirth. I don't know if you heard that.
It was like, I was out for maybe 10 seconds.
The entire world map is connected, explorable via the Highwind. Hamaguchi said it depends on the player. It could take about 5 to 6 hours or more, or around that, to get the Highwind after the beginning of the game. So that's how they're gonna handle that. It depends on how long the player takes. I'm trying to think what else is new. A lot of these interviews are about the same. They do have some new stuff in there. Yeah, like Bone Village is not there. Some locations remain locked behind story progression, which makes sense. Quests can span multiple regions. Players largely choose their own exploration order. Different progression routes can lead to substantially different gameplay experiences. Each region contains unique activities, mechanics, yada yada. Oh, you can also change the interiors of the Highwind. Apparently, you can customize the interior of it.
Nice.
That's gonna be fun. Yeah, and the Highwind is your hub. Just like the Gathering Hub in Monster Hunter. That's where you go to gather. That's all your stuff is there. So they want to make sure like the Highwind is like the key part of the game. It's like you're going to be spending most of your time in here other than exploring. This is your hub. This is where everybody's going to go to like talk and chill, and it's going to be fun. I can't wait. Okay, I didn't see this part. You won't be able to visit all of the Midgard slums or all the streets you were able to go around in. So looks like that whole thing, the Elder mistranslation error about fully exploring Midgard. You're able to explore like the outskirts of it, like that region, and then you will be able to visit probably in different areas of Midgard, such as like Sector 8. A lot of that stuff where you make your way up to fight Hojo. Spoilers, of course. And the Prague Clod with Scarlet and Heidegger. Stuff like that. Sephiroth will summon the meteor. Of course, we already know about that. Chadley works on the Highwind, conducting immediate research and plays a significant part in the main story. Core themes are resolved and themes, yada yada. A new baby weapon is seen in Mideo, so we got new weapon involved. That's the one we saw in the gameplay footage and the story trailer where he's attacking and Tifa's like got knocked over. Okay, so a DLC could be taken into consideration if the demand is high. It depends on the fan base. You did hear about Sephiroth's new voice actor, right?
Yeah, I haven't heard about that.
Okay. Again,
yeah, we talked about that like a couple days ago.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember now.
I say, yeah, it was my audio just like decided it was randomly just gonna disappear, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's at my end. I look good on my end, I think. So, a chapter select will be available, so you can chapter select. Say you want to try a different story route. Maybe you pick the wrong one, or after you beat the game, say, you know what, I want to see a different change I did in this chapter. So you go to that chapter, you can pick different options and see what the heck's gonna happen as far as story wise. That's always great. Okay, here we go. Once the game is over, there will be some super bosses that are even stronger than the final boss. That's gonna be fun. They can customize ringtones for Charlie's Call. I already talked about that earlier. Okay, so we got some mini games. See anything new with mini games? I'll just look and see. Mini games are largely disconnected from combat progressions and trophies. Combat-related rewards have been shifted to battle-oriented content, which we already know about that. Okay, the game is in the final polishing stage. The playable demo is considering... Yeah, this is what I talk about. Tokyo Game Show, PAX, and Gamescom. Planned for release this spring 2027, launching simultaneously on all platforms. Resolve serves as a team's central developing philosophy and presenting both the character's determination and developers' commitment to definitive conclusion. And that is the end of the forum. We made it, guys. We made it to the final part of the whole thing. And I got a lot to say. I am just reading all this, reading all the interviews by Amaguchi, seeing the trailers, breaking it down with a bunch of people, watching them break it down. I don't know what to say. This is beyond what I thought. I was expecting an open world game, high wind. You go like these certain regions, you go there, I drop in, and land. I wasn't expecting weapon skins and character skins and jobs and freedom and exploration and choices that changes story and I wasn't expecting all this, right? I wasn't expecting any of this stuff, and I was just expecting a trailer with a release window, and we got gameplay trailer. We got all this information coming out, and Hamaguchi's like, "Oh, don't worry, more to come, more to come." So I'm expecting a trailer at either Gamescom or Tokyo Game Show, and it's gonna have like the release date. I just can't wait. I can't wait to see when this game's gonna release. Yeah, I'm mind blown. I'm mind blown. Like, far as like, they even talked about how they changed like how you deal with Chadley. Like, you're not doing like VR fights. You're not gonna be being handheld by like, oh, I need you to go, yeah, all these towers. Here's a checklist. It looks like they learned a lot from Rebirth, and they're just making significant changes to make this one stood out from the rest. I don't know what to say. I'm just mind blown. I just can't wait for this game. There's some parts in the story trailers and stuff like that, the gameplay trailer, I actually heard the real Cloud talk. So they're not hiding much if you're paying attention. Like, Cloud talks, and more like a innocent manner. Like, it's just like, yeah, that's Cloud. That's not his badass soldier mannerism. Which can't wait to see how Cody Christian handles that part. Live stream sequence is confirmed. Hamaguchi said the devs, he thinks the devs nailed it. He can't wait for us to like see it. It's just, yeah, it's gonna be an incredible ride. Just seeing Meteor summon the weapons. I'm just, this whole week with the Summer Games Fest and Final Fantasy VII Revelation being here, and I don't know. My mind is blown. There's so many good games coming out. Man, what a Summer Games Fest week. That's all I gotta say.
Another thing, and this, nobody's really talking about it, but this is in regards to Bungie. No, there's not a Destiny 3, but Digital Extremes with Warframe did go out of their way to make a mission dedicated to Destiny. Or was it was a mission, I think it was? Or yeah, they made a piece that was dedicated to Destiny.
That's cool. Let's see. Yeah, that's it for that. I mean, I do have other interviews and stuff, but let's see. What's popping up? Oh yeah, it's just like this guy here says, like, by spring next year, Square Enix will have delivered a trilogy of innovative, high-quality AAA games in under 7 years. They managed to keep nearly the entire dev team together from start to finish. We may never see something like this again. It's an incredible ride. Seeing 3 giant Final Fantasy VII games be done in under 7 years. From playing Remake to seeing Rebirth, playing that, and now this. Like, it's bonkers to me. So, yeah, it's just awesome. What else we got? Yeah, it's been a week since Revelation got announced. Like, it feels like yesterday. I'm with Audrey. It's been a week already since Revelation was announced. It feels like yesterday with a sad face. It really has. Even Square's like on the Final Fantasy VII page, it's like, yeah, it's been a week already. Like, wow. Let's see. Hamaguchi says that for Final Fantasy VII Revelation, he wants to work on another JRPG. He says he is open. Whoa. He's open to being Final Fantasy or a different IP? Okay. Okay, we'll see what else he has to say. When you look at all the other titles that we have released at Square Enix, not just the FF7 Remake series, I think Square Enix as a brand, as a company, is more than capable of delivering this grand-scale RPG that could resonate to gamers across the world. Fans might have a lot of different expectations, but for me personally, I do want to take on a new challenge with another RPG title after this, whether it be Final Fantasy or a different IP. Again, we don't know. Personally, if it's not Final Fantasy, that's also exciting because it could be a challenge for me. So whatever it is, I hope fans look forward to it. But he's saying that because he already confirmed in other interviews that he's a producer on many other projects right now at Square. So he knows what he's working on other than finishing up this trilogy. But still awesome to think about. And my buddy's like, cool, he can move straight forward to remaking FF8.
It's like, cool, you're done with this. Cool, move on, bye, have fun, fuck off.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Cool. This is great.
So, okay. I looked it up. So there's a special activity and a title you can earn in Warframe called Make Your Own Fate. It's a reference to Destiny where they say Guardians make their own fate.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick. I'm re-downloading Warframe.
Does Audrey have anything else? Yeah, it's gonna be great. I can't wait.
I'm gonna re-download Warframe tonight. Now that I got Windows up and running, actually running.
Yeah, Hamaguchi nailed it right. He said we can't listen to every single person, like on both sides of the fence. Like if we listen to everybody's like fan ideas, we'd be making a game that's kind of bland or kind of blah, because everybody wants this or everybody don't want this, or if you lean on one side or the other side of the fence of the extremes, then it's like that's not our goal. That's not what we want to create. That's another good statement by Hamaguchi. Okay, do you have anything else? I arrive at Beilin Creative Century, the venue for today's FF7 meeting in Shanghai, China. Even the elevators are fully wrapped in FF7 Remake. I'm truly grateful for such a warm welcome. That's so sick. Anything else? Okay, so Hamaguchi says... Wow, there's so many different stuff. Hamaguchi said only 4 or 5 people knew the title of Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 was going to be a revelation. Most of the development team found out the same time as everybody else. I have a fun story for the title of this. Okay, so he's explaining it. We went through a lot of hoops to make sure it didn't get leaked beforehand. I mean, it kind of did right at the very end, but it's not that bad. When you look at the wider development team who worked tirelessly on third and final installment of the remake series, there are actually only about 4 or 5 people who knew about the word Revelation being the title. There were hundreds of developers who found out about the title at the same time as general audience. Wow, that's kind of neat. Anything else? Yeah. About that one. Oh yeah, Cloud is number 2 in the all-time Fanatsu nationwide survey about gamers' favorite video game character. They probably took this in all around the world, so Cloud is number 2 on the list. Mario's number 1. I think that's it. Oh, I heard that you can wishlist Final Fantasy Revelation on PlayStation and Steam. I checked Xbox app earlier today. It wasn't on there, or Nintendo Switch eShop yet. That'll probably be down the road. But yeah, it's on those two for now. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for us today, folks. Appreciate you so much for stopping in. If you're watching this VOD, those of you who stopped in earlier today, thank you so much for doing that. If you guys would, feel free to like, subscribe. If you guys are hyped for Final Fantasy VII Revelation, please let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the Summer Games Fest week. What stood out to you guys most? I'm just overloaded, overblown, overwhelmed. There's so many great games. We covered a lot of them today. And yeah, this has been a fun discussion, going through everything, discussing what I think of everything. I'm ready to take a break. This will be uploaded to YouTube if you're watching it now. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, all that good jazz. And look forward to the next video. I might have another one in the works down the road. I don't know when. It's going to be a little while. I got a lot of things to do to get ready for 4th of July in about the next 3 weeks. We got family coming, so I'm going to be a pretty busy guy for the next while. We got a lot of stuff to do. So I want to get this out here, get you guys takes and a whole bunch of other information about FF7 Revelation, get my honest thoughts. To be honest, everything sounds overwhelming great. I can't wait to play it. I think we're gonna get a demo before the game launches. I'm definitely gonna check that out. As far as me watching everything, this is my goal. I'm gonna watch the next trailer. If you give us a release date and pre-orders, that's going to be it for me. I want to go in as completely blind as possible. I'm not going to cover everything, but I want to cover all this. And I'm probably going to check out the demo. If I see a demo on my PlayStation or PC, I got to check it out. There's no way I cannot. That'll be my first like experience with like, hey, you know, let's experience the opening of the game on a demo. So that's my game plan. As far as like streaming, I do want to stream Remake, Rebirth, and Part 3. I'm still debating which platform to get Part 3 on. I'll let you guys know as we get closer to launch. But yeah, it's been fun. What an incredible ride. 30 years in the making. We're finally getting to the conclusion. The promise has been made. The journey ends here. What a way to end the FF7 saga with Revelation. And it comes out spring this year. And the sales for Square Enix games right now is off the charts. It is as low as they ever been. You get the twin pack for both Remake and Rebirth for like just over $30. You get like to get a 100% in Remake is like 50 to 70 hours. To get down 100% in Rebirth, it takes you about 100 plus hours. So you're looking at yourself like 170 plus hours of content for like $35. Like, it's worth it. Especially Revelation's coming out soon, within the coming months. So with that said, hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. And I'll have links in the description below for my Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. You guys know what to do. And as always, be safe out there. Be nice to each other. Let's get hyped. Let's get excited. Let me know what you guys think of everything we talked about today. What stood out to you guys the most? And with that, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.